Once a Raider, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and a leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, Raider Nation? What is up, Raider Nation? What is up, what is up, what is up? Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. It's Friday, September the 3rd, and we are here for a live show, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about your Las Vegas Raiders. I am your host, Darian of the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Y'all see, I've been grinding. I've been talking about all the latest news that's coming out in Raiders news. And I wanted to come on here and give y'all a show because it's Friday, man. It's Friday. It's Friday, and I do have a job. And my job is to be on YouTube. That is my job. My job is to be on YouTube and give y'all the best, give y'all the best, try to give y'all the most content that I could give y'all, ladies and gentlemen. But what is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on? Is your boy Darian coming to you live with another live stream. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. And if you are in this live stream on Facebook or on YouTube, if this is your first time ever being here, give us a follow on Facebook at Spotlight Raiders Talk. Give us a subscribe here over on YouTube at Spotlight Raiders Talk. If you want to hit me up on Twitter and you want to talk Raiders Talk with me, make sure you go to Twitter. Spotlight Art and Talk. Even on Instagram, I'm on Instagram as well at Spotlight Raiders Talk. So we all over the social media platforms today and to talk about a lot of things that's been going on. But before we do all of that, ladies and gentlemen, before we do all that, I know y'all see new stuff. I know y'all see this new banner over here, and y'all see the man cave on this side. But I'm supposed to get some more stuff soon when it comes to Raider Nation stuff. So let's get it, y'all. We trying to wait for some more people to come into the chat. So make sure y'all hit that like button and share this live as much as you want. But we are in the building. So I have to say, shout out to everybody that has been going live. Shout out to Doc, shout out to Raider Honcho, Samoan Raider, Las Vegas Raiders Network. Shout out to all the Raiders YouTubers out there that are grinding and trying to put out the most content that we can for all the Raider Nation. So shout out to y'all. I don't know if the Raider Nation have a presser or not. I'm not too sure. I don't have any info on that. I don't see any of the Raider Nation live, so hopefully they could come on in here real soon. So shout out to everybody in the chat. So let me go into the chat and say what's up to everybody. Dominique Five, what's going on? Greg, what's up? What's going on? Miguel Ruiz, B Al, what's going on? Malo 213, what's up? Albert Garcia, what's going on? Blue Raider, I'm sorry, I can't say your name the way I want to say it. So Blue Raider, what's going on, my guy? King Savage is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. King Savage is in the building. So what is up, Raider Nation? So before we get into anything, if you do like to become a member of the Spotlight Raiders Talk, the link is pinned in the comments if you'd like to become a member, because I am going to start doing member only lives as well. So hopefully, the member only lives is going to be just for members only, member only chats as well. So I'm going to start that too. So Sean Johnson, let's go. KJ Wright, let's go. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about KJ Wright. We're going to talk about Peyton Barber. We're going to talk about the people on IR. We're going to talk about a lot of people going to say, oh, why Reagan just didn't get moved up instead of signing Peyton Barber. You know what I'm saying? Amik Robinson, let's go. Key in the building is here. Roy, what's up, my guy? What up, my brother? Let me change that orange, though. Oh, my God. Let me change that orange to at least black or something. Ooh, that was nasty. All right, here we go. But Roy, what's good? What's good, Roy? What's up with you, man? Vic Lopez, what's up? What's up? Thank y'all for tuning in. And let's get straight into it, y'all. Let's get straight into it. And I'm just gonna be real with y'all. How do y'all feel about KJ Wright? Now, a lot of the stuff did not come out Yeah, so fam, what's going on? Men fit. If I say that, if I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Raider Kojo 916 says, "What's up, Spotlight? We are ready for the Ravens." Hey, we're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna talk about KJ, right? I know my video was kind of confusing in the beginning. But KJ, right, is a Raider. Ricky, what's going on, man? Ricky, what's up? What's up? But yeah, so KJ Wright, we wait for the transaction to really be done, but we all know that he's going to be a Raider. We've seen a lot of transactions happen with Nick Wachowski reconstructing his contract and Yannick Ngakwe reconstructing his contract. And I feel like these Raiders fans, these Raiders players are finally buying into what John Gruden and Mike Mayock is doing. I think they're finally buying into it. In my opinion, I feel like now we could bring the attraction for people to come. We could bring that attraction for people to come to Las Vegas and not be like, oh, it's John Gruden and Mike Mayock. Now we have a nice defensive coaching staff with Gus Bradley at the helm. I think is now people are attracted to coming to us on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, I think we did enough in the draft. I feel like we did enough in free agency to go out and get people. And now, hey, we got this, man. We got this. So Malo says 10 more days until Raiders football. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. What up, Spotlight? What's up? What's up? What's up? Vic Lopez. Hell yeah, about time. I know, right? About time. About time. That was the move we needed, do especially with all the injuries. Yes, and we know that Nicholas Morrow is on a 1-year contract. So yeah, it feels good about KJ as long as is it going to be toxic? I don't think he's going to be toxic, though. I don't see that happening. You got this. What's going on, Michael? Michael, thank you for coming into the chat. Thanks, Doc. Okay, no problem. No problem. High five, Freddie. The league is taking notice of our defense. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And of course, they're going to have a bunch of negative stuff they're going to say. I'm not surprised about it. What's good, Spotlight? Respect my Raider, bro. 12-6, bottom line Raiders. T. Keese, what's going on, my Raider, brother? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, 12-6. I like the sound of that. Raiders. Everybody put a Raiders in the chat right now. Everybody put a Raiders in the chat right now and hit that like button. Raiders. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's lit. It's lit for the Spotlight Raiders talk, man. It's lit for the Raider Nation. I think you're done building that defense. Do I think they're done building that defense? You would never know. It's the Las Vegas Raiders, man. You know they always looking to be better. That's the one thing I can say about Mike Mayock. He always trying to find players to be better, but I don't think they're done yet. I'm not too sure. I feel like KJ to the Raiders is a huge upgrade from Nicholas Morrow. Yeah, but I think the only reason why they really brought in KJ, right, is because Nicholas Morrow is hurt. Salute the Spotlight. Thank you so much, Terrence. Really do appreciate that, brother. Really do appreciate that. Injuries, yeah, that really sucks. People need to understand that Peyton Barber is a power back goal line specialist, and we need help in the red zone, and Barber is that guy for that. I love that his road to let Reagans develop and don't rush him. Sean Johnson, I have to agree with you. Now, I was kind of on the empty side on like, okay, now we're doing this. Now we're signing running backs, knowing that we could have brought Edmonds and Reagans up, but I could kind of understand he's an undrafted free agent. He did get some preseason time. He really didn't get a chance to run with the ones at all. So yeah, I agree with you 100% that Peyton Barber is a goal line specialist. I said it in Doc's Live as well. And I was like, yeah. Absolutely, I agree. Shout out to Terrence for the links in the chat, man. But Raiders, I see a lot of y'all in here. Now I want to see more O-line help now. Yes, I can agree. I do want to see more O-line help. Because the offensive line is very thin coming to the depth chart. Now we're not really that deep at offensive line. God forbid if one of our offensive linemen end up getting hurt, That's going to be a hurt piece for us. So I do want to see us go out and get some offensive line, which we did get one from the New England Patriots yesterday. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to butcher his name at all. I'm just not going to do it. That's something that I just won't do. But me personally, I think the offensive lineman was a good one as well. Get ready for a Devontae Adams trade. Sauce Nation, I don't see that happening at this moment. I think we're going to wait for him to go into free agency because next year the NFL salary cap goes up. So now the Raiders will have more money going into next year. Mind you, a lot of these players that we have on our team right now are on 1-year deals, like Jonathan Hankins, Solomon Thomas. I think Casey Hayward's on a 1-year deal. A lot of these players on our Raiders team is on 1-year deals. So I can see us definitely changing it up. All right, let me go. ESPN still hating on the Raiders. We're going to be last in the division and be swept by Denver Donkeys. I don't listen to ESPN. I don't listen to ESPN at all, King Savage. We're the only team that beat KC last year besides Tampa in the Super Bowl. That's a fact. That is a fact. Ricky Lavelle, we picked up a new O-lineman yesterday. Yeah, we did. I'm not going to butcher his name, though. Knock Andrew, what's good, my brother? What's good, Knock Andrew? What's up with you? ESPN is nothing but Tom Brady fans. Yes, they're nothing but Tom Brady fans and Cowboys fans. That's exactly what ESPN is. They talk about the Cowboys all the time. Raw Kingdom, what did you think about the Vols last night? Well, just to let you know, I have a second channel called the Spotlight Sports Network, and I live streamed that game last night. I live streamed the Tennessee Vols last night. I think Joe Milton is a great quarterback for the Tennessee Vols, but I feel like we should have put in Harrison Bailey as your accurate passer. But I mean, Tennessee defense looked good as well, so I have to say that. But Spotlight Sports Network is my second channel. I will be doing all the Tennessee games on there. So if you want to go subscribe to the Spotlight Sports Network, just type it in and you will see it. I did that game last night, dog. I did that game. Not at this moment, but by the deadline, hey, we got to see if we have the money for Devontae Adams too, man, because our cap space is not that great. Our cap space was not that great. That's why we had to reconstruct your contracts with Yannick Ngakoue and reconstruct contracts with let me see if I could take this off real quick. Okay, yeah, that's better. There we go. But yeah, absolutely. We had to. I don't know about it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue when it comes to salary cap. I didn't see KJ Wright signing happening either, but it happened. Mike Mayock made it happen, bruh. Mike Mayock made it happen. Issues. I don't know what Mike Mayock and John Gruden is going through right now, but they are doing the damn thing in this offseason. I have to say, Coach Dante, what's up, man? What's going on, Coach Dante? Roy said, I think something is going to happen with all the cap space in the front office is making. Yeah, I think a lot of things is going to happen as far as cap space goes. I think a lot of things are going to happen. Probably get some more depth at offensive line. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Facts. Nick Lavelle for the $4.99. For the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate that, y'all. I am going to open up the lines at 4 o'clock so we can have your call in and let us know how you feel about KJ Wright, how you feel about Peyton Barber, how you feel about everything that's been going on as far as the roster moves and the signings that we are doing in the offseason. So this is really interesting. So make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. We got 57 people in the chat with only 46 likes. Let's go. Let's get that like button up. What about the mighty Buckeyes? Did you watch any of that? Yeah, they played Minnesota yesterday, actually. Minnesota played Minnesota, which is a competitive team, but Minnesota's all right. They all right. But Ohio State is Ohio State. Cool, I'm going to do that. Thank you so much, Raw King. We had 960 over there on the Spotlight Sports Network. We had 960 over there. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers over there as well. So if I do want to go to the Spotlight Sports Network, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to the second channel. I do basketball over there. I even go live on the Raiders channel over there too. So it's definitely love. Yo, Terrence is the GOAT, y'all. How you feel about the linebacking core now? So our projected starters is Nick Wachowski, Corey Littleton, and KJ Wright. I like it. I like it now. And now you don't have to put too much pressure on Tanner Muse. You don't have to put too much pressure on Devon Diablo to make an impact right out the gate. Now you got 3 veteran linebackers that they can learn from and then some. So I do like our linebacking core right now, and I think that Taylor Muse and Devon Diablo is going to learn from these guys. That's a fact. Gus Bradley is getting his guys. That's what we listen. If I bet you, I'm telling you right now, and I said this in one of my comments in my video. I said this. If Paul Guntner was still our defensive coordinator, these players would not have came to rate. They wouldn't have came. They wouldn't have came in free agency, and that's just dead ass. They would have come. They wouldn't have came. These players would not showed up if Paul Guntner was still the defensive coordinator. And that's just a fact. Yeah, we cover it all over there, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I know that the comments are going a little bit fast, so salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all come on in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Spotlight Raiders Talk. So let's go to High Five Freddy and says that, do you see KJ Wright starting already? Yes. Yes, he knows Gus Bradley's system. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Starting defense is scary. Yannick, McCoy, Littleton, Wachowski, Wright, Hankins, Max, Hayward, Millen, Hobbs, Abrams. That defense just sound beautiful, brother. That defense just sound beautiful. It sounds beautiful, man. I love it. There's no way he's not a starter. Yeah, that's the thing. He's no way he's not a starter. And then Denzel Perriman. Perriman is another one too. I keep forgetting about him. I don't know why I keep forgetting about Denzel Perriman. So Taylor Muse and Diablo, they still have linebackers to learn from Denzel Perriman, Wachowski, Littleton, and KJ Wright. That's 4 veterans right there. Salute to High Five. Facts. Oh, these comments is coming in crazy. I'm back, baby. Time for the Raiders open. We can open up a can of whoop ass. Let's go. I'm excited. I can't wait to do Monday Night Game. I cannot wait to do the Monday Night Game. That's going to be sick. If Guntner was there, I wouldn't be a fan more, honestly. Facts. Littleton needs to step up his game, which I think Littleton will step up his game. Paul Guntner is just a terrible defensive coordinator. You're going to see it because he's with the Minnesota Vikings. So you're going to see how bad Minnesota defense is going to be. Thanks for your knowledge. Is great heading info into week 1. Thank you so much, Greg. We really do appreciate it, bro. I want to know if the running back Barber is going to return kicks and punts. No. Vinny Thomas, he's brought in to be a goal line specialist. Now, I said this on Doc's channel, and shout out to Doc if y'all have not subscribed to Graphk Raider. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Doc's ENT. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. But I feel like Barber is going to be a goal line specialist. If we can't get Jacobs or Drake to get in there, that's where we bring in Peyton Barber to get those short yardage, even on a 4th and 1, even on the goal line. It helps us with our goal line offense. So I think he's not going to return kicks. Absolutely not. Littleton will step up in 2019. He was the number one coverage linebacker in the NFL. Facts, Sauce Nation. You on point with that. Solid across the board. Facts. Top 5 defense. I wouldn't say top 5 just yet. You got to crawl before you walk. So I wouldn't say top 5, but I will say top 15. I'll say top 15 just to be on the realistic side. I'm not going to lie. The offseason moves by Mike Mayock, John Gruden are bulking up that decent. Is pretty decent. Thank you, Coach Dante. That's why I say a lot of people saying that, what about this defense? You concerned about this defense? That's why a lot of people want to put us last or 3rd in the division. This is why I put us 2nd in the division, because of Gus Bradley hire of the defensive coordinator, and Gus Bradley is getting his guys for this football team. A totally different defense, very revamped defense. We went out and got key pieces. This is why I put us number 2 in the division as of right now. And Denzel Perriman and KJ Wright moves were very good. Facts. Oh, you forgot McCoy as well. Yeah, I know McCoy. We was talking about the linebacking core, though. That's what we was talking about. We was talking about the linebacking core, but bringing in McCoy was a big piece, too. Especially for that defensive line. We revamped that defensive line before we even got KJ Wright or Denzel Perryman. We revamped that in the free agency. For real, for real. Let's eat that rat bird. Walt, what's going on? Big Pimp in the house, and Big Pimp in the house. What's going on, Walt? What's up, man? What's up, OG? Swim Raider, what's up? Get the merch. Listen, get the merch. It's right there. You want a Baby Trip Brown shirt? You want a Spotlight Raiders Talk hat? It's right there, man. Make sure y'all click that link. I know McCoy. I know about McCoy. Listen, we was talking about the linebackers, though. We was talking about the linebackers. Yo, I can't with Greg. Greg is really like doing that right now. All right, y'all. So, we got a Facebook comment. This roster is stacked last to right. And it's been a while since you said that, LOL. This roster has been stacked. It is stacked. That's a fact, Robert. Make sure you share this live on Facebook as well. Salute to TL Carey. What's good, my dude? Listen, TL, listen. Terrence is the GOAT. Terrence is the GOAT in everybody's lives. Terrence is the GOAT, y'all. Lots of wisdom in the linebackers, too. Facts. It's a lot of wisdom there. Barber equals Zach Crockett 2.0. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Gus Bradley guys, Yannick Ngakwe, KJ Wright, Darius Fowline, Casey Hayward, and Robert Teamer. Listen, that's 5 of Gus Bradley guys. No, Denzel Perryman too. Denzel Perryman is another one. Barber takes the goal line abuse away from Jacobs. Facts. What's up, Pennsylvania Raider? You live in PA, bro? I live in PA too. Let's go. Rod Gas says, glad to see Spotlight healthy and great Raider roster. Thank you so much, Rod Gas. Really do appreciate that, brother. Walt thinks that Jacob will be goal line divining over the top. Also, Walter Payton. Hey. Shout out to y'all, man. What other Gus Bradley guys could we sign? It depends who's available. I don't know who's I don't know McCoy is a Gus Bradley guy. KJ Wright give us a chance to make the playoffs. Yes, it does. It definitely gives us a chance to make the playoffs. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's nice to see the work go into the defense, and they are young and fast and building for the future. Yes, I love the mixture, and I've been saying this. If you knew me by now and you've been on this channel for a while, I've been saying it, that we need quality veterans to go with our young guys. I've been saying it over and over and over again. I said every level of each position should have veterans that go with our young guys so we can mold them. Not just any kind of veteran to come in. We need quality veterans that still have a lot left in the tank. And we went out and got players who still have a lot left in the tank. I've been saying it. Hey, Spot, would you trade Mariota for a 4th-round pick and get Cam to come as a backup? No. I can't stand Mariota, but Mariota has better accuracy than Cam Newton. I'm sorry. I won't do it. I won't do it. Absolutely not. Gus Bradley, other guy is Denzel Perryman. I forgot to add. Yeah, that's what I stated. I stated that. Our locker room is full of a lot of talent and great characters to encourage the young ones and mentor them. Facts. Pray for our offensive line stay healthy. Now, that's the thing that I want the Raiders to address. We need to address a little bit more of the offensive line. We did get one yesterday from the New England Patriots, but I don't know who else can we go get. I want to know who's going to be the Nelson Aguilar this year of our wide receiver position. I think it's going to be Henry Ruggs. I really think it's going to be Henry Ruggs. Now we got rid of John Brown. John Brown wanted his release, which is a lot of speculation on why is that he never came out and said it. But I think it's going to be Henry Ruggs. I think Henry Ruggs is going to have a breakout year. I'll have a video dropping on that tomorrow. And I'm going to tell y'all why Henry Ruggs will have a good year this year. Sorry, I spelled it wrong. Let me see. I live in PA, not far from Philly. What part of PA you live in? Because I live in Philly. Raider Carlos, what's up, my guy? Everybody in PA, let's go, Raider Nation. Rick, where you at in Philly, bro? Where you at in PA? I need to link up with the PA Raider Nation. I gotta link up with y'all, man. I really do. What's up, Spotlight? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm up here in Pottsville. Pottsville is not that far from Philly, bro. I got family in Pottsville. I got family in Pottsville. No, we're not getting Sherman. Sherman is not even thinking about football right now, brother. Not even thinking about football right now. How come there's 4 tight ends on the depth chart for the Raiders? Because Nick Bowers made the team. Foster Moreau makes the team. Darren Waller makes the team. We all know that. Darren Waller was a given. But Derek Carrier is a guy that's been a part of this team for a long time. Derek Carrier deserves to come back to the Raiders. And you got to think about it too. He could come in and help block because Derek Carrier is a good blocking tight end as well. So yeah, I don't mind having 4 tight ends. Why don't we try to get Cam Chancellor too? I don't know. I think Cam Chancellor retired, if I'm not mistaken. I think Cam Chancellor retired from the NFL. What's going on, Dell Jr.? What's up, man? What's up? What's going on? All right, let me get through these comments. Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind. We got at least the best linebacker core, and that is on facts. Facts. Talk about it. Spotlight, I think we could win the division. This team is better than the 2016 team that went to the playoffs. Listen, we are, look, on paper right now, we are. Remember, we still have to walk before we crawl. We still have to walk. I mean, we still have to crawl before we walk. Mind you, there's a lot of new pieces coming on here, and everybody's still trying to gel. I think that we're going to be better than last year. But I mean, I know we started out so good earlier in the year, but the question is the back end of that season. That's what I'm really concerned about, is the back end of that season. So hopefully, yes, I want us to win the division. But I just, at the same time, I just try to be a sports analyst to be more realistic as well. But hey, at the same time, I do want us to win a division. The wideouts will surprise the league. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I definitely do agree on that. See, Mitchell Schwartz, my problem with Mitchell Schwartz is this. He has a back injury, right? He has a back injury that he's recovering from, and he's up there in age. Big play Slay, what's going on? He's up there in age, so that's my only thing that I hate. So if I miss y'all questions, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat, yo. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. We need a good backup guard. Walt says that's true. Ant-Man, what do I think about Zay Jones, that he's going to be decent this season? Yeah, I think he's going to get more burn this season now that we only have 5 receivers on the depth chart. I think he's going to get a lot more burn, in my opinion. He's going to get a lot more burn. Doss got signed to the Falcons. Damn, Keelan Doss. You about to wear that red and black? Ew. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Yo, Coach Spotlight, I just shared you out to my community tab on Twitter. Thank you so much. Love it, guy. Love it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Big Play Slay, Raiders content creator. Ooh, I just subbed to my guy. What's up, Big Play Slay? What's good? We have to win in November and win the division. That's the thing. We have to win in November. I agree with you, King Savage. I agree with you 100%, bro. Yana Nagawe teach D, and Joe McCoy teach defensive tackle. KJ Wright teach linebacker. Casey Hayward teach corner. Jonathan Abram teach safeties. I don't know about Jonathan Abram teaches safety, but because he's a little bit out of control himself. But I can see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. Thank you for subscribing, Big Play Slay. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. If you do want to become a member of the channel, if anybody wants to become a member of the channel, make sure y'all hit the link in the chat. Is in the blue box. Is pinned to the comments, y'all. It's pinned to the comments. All right, so here we go. Gatorade bottle, Raiders edition. Listen, I want to get one. I want to get one with, if Gatorade can make a bottle with a Raiders logo on it, I would definitely take it. Yeah, Doss got signed to the Falcons. That sucks. Spotlight always got the best Raider merch. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Oak Las Vegas for my brother Docs. his stuff be looking a little bit better than mine, man. I mean, my merch is all right. My merch is all right, but it's all good. It's all good. Defensive line will be the most improved unit on this team. I think all three units, in my opinion. Defensive line is going to be the most improved, but I think all three units, because all three units was terrible. Oh, it was terrible. What do you think about Leatherwood already quieting the media haters? Let him keep doing it. Let him keep doing it. He's not saying much. He's not talking. Why not? Just keep working. Just keep getting better every single day for Alex Leatherwood. He's going to be a rookie. He's going to make his mistakes. Yes, we're going to yell at him. He's going to be mad at him if he gets a hold or something of that nature. But he's a rookie, yo. He's a rookie. So he's going to keep proving them wrong and keep proving them wrong because he's going to be here for a long time. Doss will be on their practice squad. Yeah. I kind of wish we could have kept Keelan Doss, but I knew, like Doc said, Doc didn't think that was going to happen. So shout out to him for, making that hot take. You think our defense can contain Lamar Jackson to get enough of us to win? Yeah, they don't have nobody. All they have is tight ends. I really think that our defensive line, like they're really injured at this moment. They're really injured at this moment. Like their offensive line is beat up. The offensive line is beat up. J.K. Dobbins is done for the year. We just really got to worry about their tight ends in Hollywood Brown, Antonio Brown's cousin. That's what we have to worry about. Basically, Cade does have to go to a team that gives him an opportunity and who knows his other options. Hey, I don't know about the wide receiver core in Atlanta. He might get a chance in Atlanta. Carrier plays special teams, facts. If Richie can't play in 10 days, we lose. Richie's going to play in 10 days. Richie's going to play in 10 days. Abram needs some teaching himself. That's a fact. Carl Joseph was the vet, but released in the safety area. Yeah, that kind of sucks, man. That kind of sucks that Carl Joseph got released. That really sucks. King Savage, that's what it's going to come down to, the talent to win a division. Facts. Spotlight, who is the MVP for game 1? That's a good question. That is a good question. So the MVP for game 1, I'm going to say Gerald McCoy. I'm going to say the defensive tackles. Darius Fowline, Jonathan Hankins, and Gerald McCoy. I think those three is going to be very disruptive. Even Solomon Thomas, very disruptive. I think this defensive line is going to be the MVP, but the defensive tackles is definitely going to be the MVP. How our the 53-man roster is going to look now that we have KJ Wright and Denzel Perriman? Well, we already changed it up already. We already put Nicholas Morrow and Javed White on IR. We put Kashawn Nixon on IR. We put Jalen Richard on IR. So that's why the 53-man roster is at 53, because we put all those players on IR. So in the next 3 to 4 weeks of the NFL season, we got to see if they're going to be healthy or not. Walt, do you refer to yourself as a third person? Yes, he probably does. Prediction: Jackson goes down in the second. Wow. Facts. Graphk, Spotlight, and Honcho, the best merch, and that's on facts. Listen, I got a Honcho shirt. I got a Graphic Raider shirt. I still got to get some more of their merch, man. Then Samoan Raider, Samoan Raider and Raider Cody are part of Black Sunday. So Black Sunday got some great merch too. So definitely keep a lookout for that. Who is going to spy Lamar? I think it's going to be out of KJ Wright. I think KJ Wright should be the spy because Corey Littleton know how to cover tight ends. He was the best cover corner in the NFL before he came to the Raiders. So if Corey Littleton is in the right spot, then I'll say KJ Wright is going to be the spy because KJ Wright, he still puts up numbers. If you look at his last 2 years in Seattle, those numbers was ridiculous. I need Raiders starter winter coat. I do need a winter coat for this. I got to get one if I'm definitely going to be in New York for the Giants game. Walter is tripping. Yeah, he is tripping. Of course, he is tripping. If I miss y'all, if I miss y'all questions, make sure y'all keep putting them in there because there's a lot of comments, y'all. It's a lot of comments. You think we should sign McKinley, the linebacker from Houston? You talking about Bernard McKinney that was in Houston and then he went to Miami and then he got released from Miami. Wait, is Richie hurt? I don't think so. Richie was at practice the last 2 days. From what the pictures that I've seen, if y'all have the Raiders app, make sure y'all go look at the photo gallery. It tells y'all who was practicing or not. So if you do have the Raiders app, make sure y'all go look at the photo gallery. Lamar Jackson can't throw the deep ball. Gus Bradley defense system is made for Lamar Jackson. That's a fact. KJ Wright and Denzel Perriman, Nick Wachowski are as our starters. Yes, definitely. Abram MVP game 1. Okay. Yannick, that's part of the defensive line. So yeah, I can say that. And Lamar Jackson haven't proved to anybody in the pocket. So the key for the Raiders is Lamar is to beat you guys in the pocket. That's a fact. Derek Carr, who will stop Lamar Jackson? I think it's going to be a team effort to stop Lamar Jackson. It's going to be a team effort. We should start Perriman and Cleveland Farrell. They're good against the run and against Baltimore. I think they're going to be rotational. They're going to be Cleveland Farrell's going to be definitely rotational, and he's going to play on the inside. That's just my opinion. Terrence, I don't see him in the practice picks. I mean, sometimes you might not see everybody in the practice picks, but I didn't get an injury list of him not practicing at all because they usually send out a list. Matter of fact, we're going to see that list the week before the game. We're going to send out that list the week before. They usually put out the list of people who's going to be playing and who's not going to be playing the week of the game. So hopefully by Wednesday we'll know who's going to be out and who's going to be in. But I think Incognito is going to play. They saying Littleton. What's up, Spotlight? Where you get your hat, man? It's fire. People been trying to get this hat, man. But listen, I went on fanatics.com. And I already got my Raiders thing set up on fanatics.com. I found this hat on sale and it was the last one. I could not pass it up. I could not pass up this hat. So that's why I end up going on fanatics.com and getting the hat. But I was supposed to get this other hat too, but this other hat was fire, and I'm so mad that I didn't buy it. I'm so mad I didn't buy it because it's sold out. But hey, I could see Sneeze scoring to get some revenge facts. But hey, listen, it was the only hat left. Jesse, what's going on? What's going on? Who is going to contain Lamar Jackson? I just say it's going to be a defensive effort. It's going to come off of Max Crosby on the outside, the defensive tackles on the inside, the linebacker, of course, who's going to spy him. It's going to be a lot. Ruggs, how many sacks on Lamar? I say 3. I say 3 sacks on Lamar. 3 to 4 sacks. I think Zay Jones is going to be the breakout for real. But I feel like he's not a starter. That's the only thing. He's the only thing. Nobody's underestimating Lamar, bro, but the blueprint is there. Force him to pass. That is exactly a force him to pass. Because they don't have no running game right now. I mean, Gus Edwards is good, but he's not no J.K. Dobbins. You know what I'm saying? Incognito will play. Yes, Dick Vitale. What's going on? What's going on, Dick Vitale? I got the same hat, but I got it in Cancun, Mexico. Oh, see me? I ordered mine on fanatic.com. That hat is fire. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Everybody loved this hat. Graphk want this hat so bad. Graphk want this hat so bad, and he just can't find it nowhere. Mike Mayock and John Gruden put together a good roster. I have to agree, Ant-Man. I have to agree. Keep spitting that fire spotlight. Thank you so much, Jesse. Really do appreciate that, bro. Really do appreciate that. I salute you. Thank you so much, man. Starting off is Carr, Ingold, Drake, Ruggs, Edwards, Renfro, Waller, Leatherwood, Incognito, Good, James, and Miller. Kenyon Drake is not going to start over Josh Jacobs. Stop that. Come on, Sean. We know Josh Jacobs is the starter for us. We all know that. Bradley knows how to beat Lamar. I ain't worrying about it at all. Facts. Do the Ravens run a wing T? They run like an RPO. They run like an RPO. You're not going to the Steelers game, Vinny Thomas? I do not think so, because when I was in the hospital for 10 days with when I was in the hospital for almost 10 to 14 days with COVID, it really messed up my funds. It really messed up my funds because I do YouTube for a living, and this is how I live. You know what I'm saying? This is how I live. This is how I make my money, is through YouTube. And through my website. I do have a website, spotlightsportsnetwork.com. I'm just trying to build my brand. You know what I'm saying? So this is how I don't work a 9-to-5 job like that. So I got to save money. I got to save money to find me a new apartment and stuff like that. I would love to go to the Steelers game. I would. I just don't have the money to do it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I have the money to buy the tickets to go. It's just that I don't have it to spend at this moment, trying to get a new setup for this, trying to get a new apartment. So yeah, it's a lot. I got the merch. That's part of it as well. So yeah, it's just a tough time right now. COVID really, me having COVID really hurt me of not able to make it to the Steelers game. It sucks. It sucks. After we beat the Ravens, people are going to start talking. Of course, they did that with the Saints game. Remember? They did that with the Saints game last year. Oh, Jerome Clemens says, this is the best I felt since 2000. Listen, that 2002 season, I was excited, and I'm so excited right now. I just cannot wait. I cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait. Which Raider scores first week? I think Henry Ruggs scores the first week. I think Jacob scores. I think Kenyon Drake gets close to scoring. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. You never know. Spotlight, I mean, to put Jacobs on there. You're right. No way Drake is starting over Jacobs. I'm like, why you put Drake? What? I'm about to say, what, bro? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Like, what? I hope Lamar sees Nate Hobbs coming from the blind side on that blitz. Hey, that blind side blitz was crazy. Make sure y'all like the screen. Yes. Let me check the likes on here. Let me check the likes on this. Let me check the likes on here, because we live, baby. We live. Okay, so we got 75 people with 75 likes. Let's try to get to 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Apartment is a priority, not a Raider game is a priority. Facts. So me, having COVID, it really messed up, my funds to go to Raiders games. It really sucks. So hopefully I can, by the time November comes around, I can come to the Giants game. Hollywood is hurt too. Yeah, Hollywood is hurt. I seen that too. People sleeping on our defense. Let them keep sleeping. Let them keep sleeping, bro, because at the end of the day, that's just what's going to happen. They're going to keep sleeping. I want to see who matches up with the tight ends on the defensive side of the ball. I think Corey Littleton is going to match up with the tight ends. Corey Littleton is going to match up with the tight ends. I could definitely see that. God is with you, Spotlight. You are a good dude. Trust, man, and God. And God. Yeah, that's all I'm doing, man. I'm praying. I'm doing this. I'm getting back to it full time. Trying to give as much content as possible. And yeah, don't get me wrong. I do make a living on YouTube, but at the same time, I do this for y'all. If it wasn't for the fans and the subscribers of the Raider Nation, I wouldn't be Spotlight Raiders Talk. And I'm just being 100% real. I'm being very humble about it, because if it wasn't for y'all, who would Spotlight Raiders Talk be? I wouldn't have this platform if it wasn't for y'all. So thank y'all so much, man. Really do appreciate it. We got the best defense in the division. That's just wait and see. Just wait and see, Carlos. Who do you think will sack Lamar? Yannick Ngakoue will sack Lamar. I think McCoy will sack Lamar. I think Max Crosby will sack Lamar. And then we might have some Nate Hobbs might do it. So that's the 4 sacks that I said we would have. Edwards is going to punish the Ravens secondary. I think so. We're going to break Lamar. Y'all is talking. Lamar Jackson is in trouble next week. Oh my God. Lamar gets sacked a lot because he runs a lot. That's the problem. Hobbs sacks Lamar first. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just best defense. We'll be the best tested defense. We'll play facts, being real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? You have to crawl before you walk when you do it. We have 9 offensive linemen. Do we get one more to make it 10? Yes. Make it 10. Make it 10. We need all the offensive linemen we need just in case if an offensive lineman go down. You know? Do you think KJ Wright start weeks 1? Is the protocols going to keep him out week 1? Probably not. Since he signed on Thursday, we don't play until the following Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So like 10 days. He should be good. KJ Wright covers tight ends in Seattle. He sure did. Will KJ play against the Ravens? I think he would. This guy was talking about switching teams last year, clown. Get out of here. I never said nothing about switching teams. You're the one that's the clown. Get out of here. You're the one that's the clown. Nobody talked about switching teams last year. I don't know what you're talking about. The new Raiders defense is going to wake up everybody when he shut down Lamar Jackson. That's a fact. Your brand is going to grow. Thanks for the Raiders talk and good info. Thank you, Spring Raider. Really do appreciate that, bro. And you wouldn't be Coach Spotlight. Why y'all trying to now? Do I have to make a Coach Spotlight? Do I have to make a Coach Spotlight logo? Do I have to make one? Do I need a Coach Spotlight logo? So instead of the baby Trent Brown, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know. King Savage, talk that shit. Talk that shit. Greg Townsend will sack Lamar Jackson. Oops, never mind. Walt is funny, bro. Walt is funny. King Savage, you ain't never lied, bro. Lamar Jackson is going to turn into a yummy sandwich. Wow. And shout out to Jose for the $1.99 super chat. I'm sorry that I missed your super chat, bro. I'm sorry I missed your super chat. What's up, player? Happy Friday. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Really do appreciate it, bro. Because I really don't ask for I don't really ask for much, though. So if I miss your comment, please comment it again because the chat is about to get lit in here. We got 86 people in the chat. So make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. But thank you for the $1.99 super chat. What do I expect from a defensive game? Do I expect a defensive game? It's a possibility. But I think our offense is better than their offense right now due to injuries. I think our offense is better. Hey, what's up, bro? It's been a while back, bro. And cancer-free RNOL, 51 years old. Everybody please put the prayers up in the chat for Robert Kilpatrick. This guy has been on my channel for a long time. And I didn't even know you was battling cancer, bro. I didn't even know you was battling cancer. While you battling cancer, I was battling trying to beat COVID. I was in a hospital trying to fight for my life at times. And, it's a blessing. It is a blessing to have you here, man. It's a blessing to have you here, man. So thank you so much, Robert Kilpatrick, man, because you've been at this channel for a long time, Robert. And now you beat cancer and you cancer free. God bless you, bro. God bless you. Make sure you put those prayers up in the chat for Robert Kilpatrick, man. The nation loves you, bro. Shout out to Dick Vitale for the $4.99 super chat. He said, "Bam." Bam. I wish. Hold up. Let me see if I can play my let's see if I can try to play it. See if y'all can hear it. Oh no, y'all, let me see. Let me turn this up real quick. This is what we're going to do to Lamar Jackson. That's what we're going to do to Lamar Jackson on Monday. That's exactly what we're going to do to Lamar Jackson on Monday. If y'all want to hear it again, that's what we're going to do to Lamar Jackson on Monday. Oh, man, I love that soundbite. Or this one. Let me see what I forgot to change my sound bites up. Hold up. Nah. Oh, that's going to be for the ESPN media. This is going to be for the ESPN media when we beat the Ravens on Monday. It's going to be crickets. It's going to be crickets for ESPN media. It is going to be crickets. I tell you that right now. This is that was for the draft. I'm messing with my soundboard right now. Oh, that's all for the Raider haters, y'all. That's gonna have that. That's the one. That's the one right there, y'all. That's the one right there. When Lamar Jackson gets sacked, it's gonna be. That's why I love my soundboard. My soundboard is legit. I can't wait to put I'm gonna put Doc's music on the soundboard. I can't wait to do that. I'm gonna play that during halftime when it comes to the Raiders games. That's gonna be the halftime. The Soul Nation song is gonna be on there. Bucky Brooks and Cynthia is gonna give us respect. Facts. Facts, Kitty Raiders. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Now what you do to predict the record will be. I am sticking to 10-7 in an early playoff exit. I say that we're going to be 11-6 and make the playoffs, and I think we're going to win. We're going to win one playoff game. I think we're going to win one playoff game. But I'm gonna do my record predictions though. I am going to do a record predictions video. I'm gonna do it later on next week though. I'm going to do a record predictions video, but it definitely will be next week. Raider Carlos, good God Almighty, Lamar Jackson is getting tossed around the city of Sid. Blah. Lord have mercy. Get him some milk for this young man. Oh my God. Walt wants to see a pick six. Let's get a pick six. Let's get it. Have to talk that shit soundboard. Yes, that's why I need to get that. I need to get that that voice soundbite. I gotta get that from Docs. I gotta get it from Docs. I will put it on my soundboard. I'll definitely put it on there. Talk that shit. I might get it. I might try to find it on some battle raps though. Get a recording of Docs saying talk that shit and put it on your soundboard. Somebody tell Docs to send that to me. I will definitely put it on my soundboard. We got stories, Walt, remembering the gut of the Raiders. So many names. We beating the Ravens week 1. Facts. We're beating the Ravens week 1. I am going to open up the phone lines too. We just been talking, man. We just been hanging out. It's just a hangout, man. It's just, I'm going to do a call-in show. I was not trying to be too professional on here, but we just chilling, man. We just chilling. If it comes down to it, would you rather us bring back Markel Lee and bring up Max Richardson? I'll bring up Max Richardson because Markel Lee is just a injury-prone linebacker. I will bring up Max Richardson before I'll bring up Markel Lee. That's just my opinion on it. Max Richardson is a little bit more younger than Markel Lee. Markel Lee just can't stay. He just can't stay healthy. That's the problem. Get Lamar some milk. ESPN gives the Raiders a 23.2 chance picking the top 5 in the 22 NFL draft. I'm not even worrying about the draft right now, man. I know a lot of people are talking about it, but hey, the KJ Wright signing up is it's not CJ, it's KJ. But I understand what you were saying, bro. Spotlight Docs Entertainment is having a live fan show tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, letting everyone know it will be lit tonight on Doc's channel. Absolutely. You know I'm going to pull up to that. And I'm going to that's why I have my call-in show so y'all fans can call in. You see the billboard, hey, Kansas City, Las Vegas has your number. I seen that on someone's Instagram, and I was not able to copy it because I had to go on here. I had to come on here and go live. Sauce Nation 2.0, let's go. Sauce Nation with the Legion of Boom 2.0. Who wears saw the 1976 Super Bowl? Sorry, I didn't see them. I was not born yet, but I definitely watched it on NFL Films. I did watch it though. The call-ins are always fun. Facts. Max Richardson did not look that good, but I wouldn't bring in Markel Lee either, Dick Vitale. Spotlight, there's a consensus building that if the Raiders could just make the playoffs, we'll be a very dangerous team and would have a real shot at the AFC Championship game. Speaking to existence, bruh. Speaking to existence. I love the way you talk. Speaking to existence. Benjamin, what's going on, my brother? You ain't missed a lot. We just talking about the Ravens game. We talked about Peyton Barber. We talked about KJ Wright. We just chilling right now. We just chilling. Wait, I did. Yo, Walt is so old, man. You will pull up, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. When has Markel Lee ever looked even good? Facts, Pastor Raider. Facts. That is a fact, bro. When did he ever look good? That's just being realistic. 14 and 19. Listen, I wasn't even thought of in 1976. I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. I wasn't even thought of in 1976. Salute, Benjamin. Pastor Raider says, if you say Markel Lee has looked good, then show me the numbers. Facts. Please show me the numbers. It's pathetic that they have us last in the division. Let them say what they listen. This is how it's going to be when we are first or second in the division. It's going to be, they ain't going to have nothing to say, bro. They ain't going to have nothing to say. They ain't going to have nothing to say at all. Week 8 is, after all that, what really matters. We got to keep our foot on the gas. Facts. Talk your talk. Talk your talk. That's definitely a fact. That is definitely a fact. I'm an 80s baby. Same here, bro. I'm an 80s baby. I am a 80s baby. Did the expansion draft in 1978. I've been a Raiders fan since 1987. Bro, I was 1 year old in 1987, bro. I was 1 year old. The defense will improve. We were 30th last year. Let's say our D is 20 ranked and make the playoffs. I say our defense is going to be above 20. I think we're going to be ranked between 15 and 17. 15 to 17 if everybody can stay healthy. If everybody can stay healthy on this defense, 15 to 17. I was born in 96. Damn, knock Andrew. Oh my God. Both Max and Lee are slow. Yes, Lee, yeah, they're both slow. They're both slow. I saw it back then. I think the biggest threats in the playoffs could be Cleveland, Buffalo, and maybe Kansas City, but I think we know how to beat them. Yeah, we beat them last year with Paul Gunner's terrible defense. We beat them with the terrible defense. PFF says we have a 48% chance to make the playoffs. Whatever PFF has to say is, don't care for PFF at all. I don't care for PFF. I don't. The league is about to be so quiet and when we ball out. Facts. Max is more than an old school linebacker that looks into it. Walt, for what team, Walter? Oh, Mickey. Okay, that's what they talk about. All right, so did Cam Newton sign with the Denver Broncos? I have not seen any news on that. I have not seen any news on that at all. And make sure y'all go check out the merch here right there at shopspreadshirt.com/Spotlight Raiders Talk Gear. Make sure Spotlight Sports Gear. Make sure y'all check out everybody on there. But I do, if you want to type in Spotlight Raiders Talk and get that link, Terrence, when you go to that website, it goes strictly to the Spotlight Raiders Talk. But if you want to get other merch from our other podcasters on the Spotlight Sports Network, make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. All right, y'all, I'm about to open up these phone lines, so let me get these last couple of comments out. If the Raiders can figure out how to make the playoffs, we will be in the AFC Championship game, mark my words. In my lifetime, my only word picked to win the division was in the early 2000s. 2016 was a total surprise. If you say otherwise, you are a liar. Let us talk on us. Facts. Listen. In 2016, I had no clue we was going to go 12-4. I had no clue that it was that was definitely a surprise year. Definitely a surprise year. Pastor Raider, if y'all say that we was gonna go 12-4 going into that year, I thought we was 8-8 best in that season for under Jack Del Rio. Yeah, we're about top 15 to 17. Well, 17 to 18. Top 15 could be that. Hell no, our defense is going to be ranked top 10. Watch. Hey, listen, everything look good on paper right now. We got to see it look on the field. That's the thing. You got to crawl before you walk. So that's why I'm trying to be optimistic as much. Let's get some super chats rolling, boys. Listen, I don't ask for super chats at all. I really don't. I don't ask for them. If you want to give them, then that's fine. But I really don't ask for super chats. But thank you, Dick Vitale. If they want to get the super chats rolling, that's absolutely fine. I will appreciate all the love and all the respect for it. But yeah, I don't really ask for super chats like that. If they do want to become a member, the member link is at the top. Is at the top of the comments. If you do want to become a member, make sure you let me know. But not let me know, but make sure y'all hit the link if y'all do want to become a member. So that's what we're about to do now is open up the phone lines for y'all. So just give me a second here. All right, so we do have a comment from Farrell Marshall. We said we need to improve in the red zone. So many field goals last year, left too many points on the field. We are a top 10 offense. Everybody knows that, but the bottom of the 10 in the red zone, if we score, we will improve, and our defense will be in the playoffs. Our defense will be in the playoffs, and we willing to bet on this. Now, I can say this. Now that I don't know if you noticed that we signed Peyton Barber as a goal line specialist at the running back position. I think that does help our offensive line. I really think it does. So just give me 1 second, guys, and now I'm going to open up the phone lines if you do want to call up to the show and just talk your talk with me. So let me just get this all straightened out real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the phone number up there for y'all to call. I'm going to put the phone number up there for y'all to call. And the super chats help, bro, on the hard work and dedication. Yes, the super chats does work. And I completely understand that, Kenny Rage, but I'm not going to sit here and beg for super chats. You get what I'm saying? If the super chats come, I will appreciate it. If you want to donate to the channel to help the channel, really do appreciate it. But am I going to sit here and beg for it? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But let's open up the phone line, ladies and gentlemen, 267-957-1431. If you want to call up and talk to your boy about how you feeling about this Raiders season, call up right now. The phone lines are open. I am waiting for those phone lines. I'm waiting for y'all. Why do you have a grumpy face, Walt? I don't know why he has a grumpy face. I don't know why he has a grumpy face, but if y'all want to call up to the show, how do you do the super chat? I'm old. All right, so here we go here. And thank you for calling the Spotlight. Raiders Talk. Who's this and where you calling from?
Yo, what up, Spotlight? It's Pastor Raider. How's everybody doing?
Hey, Pastor Raider. What's up, my brother? What's going on, man? Thanks for calling up to the show. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, super quick, man. I got our brother in the chat, and I know I'm on the phone line, so I feel bad because he's not able to reply. But there's a Raider Nation brother, and we're not arguing. We're just having a conversation. But he mentioned that he did not think we were as good as we were. Like in 2016, we should not have been the 12-4 team. And I just want to say this. First of all, nobody, and I know everybody's like, oh, we'll talk current Raider stuff. I just want to throw this out there for thought so that we can talk about it. We've talked this team to death, right? We're talking about the simplest stupid moves now. At this point, we're like just itching for the season to start. So let's have some weird conversations about the past teams if you want. But he was saying that we weren't, and I don't mean to hijack the show. You can actually poo-poo this. I'll just shut up if I need to. But he's saying we weren't as good as 12-4 on the basis of how we won and all of these different things, right? And I don't necessarily disagree with them, but we still did it, right? So if we come out this season and do the same thing that we did in 2016, except the only difference is expectation, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, right? That's why I don't mind the national media talking us down, because in the end, if we go out and do it, it just shuts their mouth. It just shuts their mouth. That's all that it does. So it doesn't matter if Derek Carr has another 7 game-winning drives at the end. We did it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But I don't know. I wanted to hear your thoughts on that. I did not expect 2016. I grew up with the early 2000 Raiders, where I was a huge fan of them. And so 2016 was like a dream come true because I didn't expect it. It was a surprise.
Facts. So before I get into my opinion about 2016, I want to thank Dick Vitale for the 1999 super chat. He says, "For your show, brothers, some folks just want free lunch." Facts. I like the I appreciate the super chat, brother. I sit here and try to work hard and bust my ass to be, one of the top content creators, on YouTube. I try my best, man. I really do appreciate that super chat. But my thing is this: I'm the same way when it comes to the mainstream media. Let them say what they want to say. I'd rather them talk negative about us than talk positive about us, because when they start talking positive about us, then we start to play bad. And then now they want to go back to talking negative. So let them keep talking negative until we prove them wrong. And while we did the acquisitions that we did in the offseason, let them keep saying what they're saying. Colin Cowherd, ESPN, those mainstream media guys. That's why you have us on YouTube that's realistic about the game of football and realistic about talking sports in general. Now they have to go through a script, but I'm 100% raw to uncut. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Now,
no, this is the thing. This is the thing though too. I don't mind Raider Nation. That's why I like Spotlight, Honcho. Let's go down the list. Graphk. All of you guys in the last year or two have created a community where Raiders fans can go and we can talk our talk and talk our personal expectations, right? We have individuals that are going to say, "Hey, man, you're too high," right? So somebody's in the chat. I'm not looking, but let's just say somebody says, "We're going to be the number 1 defense in the league." We can go, "Okay, like put down the pipe, like stop smoking, stop." You know what I mean? Like, and I mean that respectfully, all in love. But we've created the community where if we talk, going 12 and 12-5 or whatever. If we talk going 12-5, we can do that. We're Raiders fans. The national media, when they start to do it, it creates a national expectation that puts all the eyes on us. I don't want no eyes on us right now. I don't want any eyes on us at all. Matter of fact, I would say I would rather us come out like 2016 and shock the world, except the difference would be that this year Raiders fans expected it, and now we get to shove it in their face.
Right.
Now we get to put it in, you know what I mean?
Right. I can completely agree now. Like the whole 2016 thing, 'cause I know I just did a rant on the mainstream media, but when it comes to 2016, I was not expecting the Raiders to be 12-4. That wasn't even my expectation. My expectation was 8-8, or 10-6 at the time. That was
and honestly
8-8, 9-7, or 10-6. So I wasn't expecting 12-4.
2016. For me, 2016, sorry to cut you off. For me, 2016 was so much reliant on a very small handful of players. So when we had other players that really, like, I didn't expect Crabtree to be who he was in 2016. I didn't expect who was the guy that played opposite of Khalil Mack? What's his name?
Bruce Irvin.
Played for the Seahawks. Bruce Irvin, yeah. I didn't expect him to do as well as he did. So we had other players show up that we didn't expect to do well. And then all of a sudden, we won close games. So my brother Issues down in the comments, I totally agree with you that, yeah, we definitely probably could, shouldn't have been as good as we were, but we did it. You know what I'm saying? And now the difference between 2021 and that team is you have Raiders fans looking at this team as a community, right? And a lot of it has to do, and I'm going to just say this, a lot of it has to do with shows like Spotlight Raider Talk, where you're able to, calm people down. When we make a signing that looks stupid, we're able to go, "Hey, no, just take a breath, right? This is a depth signing. We don't even need to worry about it. He may not even be on the team. This is just Gruden doing his homework," right?
Right.
It's us creating healthy expectation, healthy expectation. My expectation in this year is around the 11 and 7, 10 and, or what is it? 10 and 7. So it'd be 11 and 8 mark or whatever. I'm
Hold
right
on.
around
Let me stop you real quick.
wins.
Let me stop you real quick. Raider Carlos, I don't know what you're doing in the chat, but you better not time out Ant-Man. I don't know what y'all two going through in the chat, but chill out because we're not doing that over here. We're not doing that.
I'm not even in the chat. Well,
I don't know what's going on, but please do not do that. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but please don't do that. So Raider Carlos, stop doing that. Stop deleting messages and stuff like that. Whatever y'all two got going on, that's something personal, but we're gonna keep it positive in this chat. We talking Raiders. That's a fact. So keep it as that. I ain't mean to cut you off, brother, but I'm just had to.
No. I didn't. You handle your business, brother. I want to go back to this. It's creating healthy expectations is really what I was trying to say. And well, what do you think about that? Like, because and this is me giving you guys your flowers, right? The YouTube community, the Raider community that's been created online is creating healthy expectation for fans like me that live in rural Oklahoma, that grew up in California, but live in rural Oklahoma. I don't live in rural Oklahoma, but I live in a place where there's not a lot of Raiders to talk shop with. So you guys have created that environment where we can talk, and it's not a false expectation. And when it is, you're able to bring everybody down to a proper headspace. So giving you your flowers, but also just kind of talking about going into the season, the hype that is surrounded by what we're doing. And it's hard for me to not raise, our win-loss record, right? Based on hype, but I got to see it to believe it. That's just kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. I feel the way that you feel as well, Pastor Raider, because when it comes to this team, it makes you feel like you're back in 2016, but it makes it go all the way back to 2002. That's where the highest expectations was, because I had way high expectations for the team in 2002, and now I have these high expectations for the team this year, and it feels like it's just a comparison. The way that we revamped this defense from top to bottom, and then we added more offensive weaponry to our offense side of the ball, knowing that we was already a top 10 offense last year. So offense already gave us hope because we know we could put up 30 plus points. But this defense, when I think once we made the turn and got McCoy for that defensive line, that changed the whole aspect. Even though that we got Darius Fallon, I didn't know much about him, but I looked him up. I'm like, okay, this guy could do something. But Joe McCoy was a piece that I was just like, okay, this defensive tackles is going to be a little bit different now. Cleveland Farrell might have to be a rotational guy, but now this defense is just have me so excited because, I know a lot of the Raider Nation will say that, I wasn't big on Gus Bradley when we first signed him. Yeah, I was a Raheem Morris type of guy. I wasn't big on Gus Bradley because I know that the last couple of years over there is with the Chargers, his defense has not been the best because of injuries. Now, if we have a healthy defense through 17 games, we're going to be a top 15, top 10 defense. But realistically, right now, since we look good on paper, I say 17. I'm gonna say 17, like 15 to 17. That's what I say. But the expectations is really high for me right now. The way that Mike Mayock and John Gruden went out and got the players that was needed so we could start winning football games.
And I think the narrative about expectation for me is only throttled back based on a few different position groups, which the linebacker position has been answered for me in the KJ Wright signing. But a lot of it for me falls onto not our offense as a whole, but the trenches. It falls onto that offensive line, right? I think I would go as far to say, as far as like a hot take, if you will, that everything, our win and loss record is going to be really strictly based on that offensive line. Not because I don't have confidence in the defense. I just haven't seen the defense do it. I have more confidence in the offense because I've already seen them do it, right? We know what our offense has put on paper, and the main changes that have happened. Let's get it super skippy. Aguilar was not a huge loss. Carr made Aguilar, bro. Carr made Aguilar who he was 1,000%. it is what it is. We can replace Aguilar is going to be easily replaced. That's my personal opinion. But I think everything is going to rise and fall on that offensive line, and a lot of the concerns that I feel about the offensive line are alleviated mostly with Tom Cable. Tom Cable's the X factor this year.
Yes.
Mark my words. Tom Cable's the X factor.
Yeah, Tom Cable has to be the X factor because this offensive line has to stay healthy, and he's building up a new offensive lineman in that our first round pick, Alex Leatherwood, and bringing in Andre James, and Andre was a backup; he was already here, but we still have Denzel Good. Incognito might be on his last leg after this year, so yeah, we boarded some key pieces, but I feel like we need at least one more offensive lineman just to make sure we have enough on the offensive line.
Oh, for sure,
just in case if God forbid if something happened, because that's what happened to our offensive line last year.
If Gruden came out right now and made a move for a top offensive lineman across the board, and made a significant trade, and maybe Cleve Farrell got traded or somebody like that, I wouldn't be upset. I truly wouldn't be upset, because that would just show me that this team is pushing for playoffs, right? That would show me like, hey, this team is going for something beyond what the media expects.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but
my expectation, I'm keeping level expectations, but I'm also trying to go into that game one where I can actually sit down and eat my wings and watch the game with my kids without getting angry. Because I've had that happen too many times. You know what I mean?
John Gruden. John Gruden gonna make us pull our hair, man. John Gruden's gonna make us get gray hair at an early age. It's just some things. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I just want to be able to watch the game relaxed. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah, instead of just yelling at the TV and being John Gruden this and John. That's how I was last year. I was cussing out John Gruden last year. Because that's why I feel like I think John Gruden is more he's different this year than he was last year. I don't know what it is, but if you look at his press conferences from last year to this year, it's a bit different. It's like he's more confident this year than he was last year.
Walt, I disagree with you. Walt just put in the chat, just don't let Gruden handle the player personnel. It's the opposite. Gruden is a wonderful personnel guy. He is a player's coach. It's his play calling that is some of the issues.
Mm-hmm.
I totally disagree. I think many players come to the Raider Nation and play for us because of John Gruden and his play. He is a offensive genius. His play calling is just very vanilla at certain points of the game. I would say on third down, he has very vanilla play calling, which that I even shut myself up because we are one of the top, teams on third down. And then his red zone. Yeah,
third down and red zone is his only two kryptonites, but it's some things that like it was outside of those third downs and those red zone plays. Even though he was in the red zone against the Chargers and he decided not to go for it on fourth down with Mariota in the game and decided to kick a field goal into overtime. I did not like that call. I did not like that. That was very conservative from Gruden. There's no way you have a running quarterback. You could have did a zone read for, and we would have scored. And we wouldn't have to have put our defense back out on there in overtime. We wouldn't have to do it. So hopefully this time around, Gruden learns from that.
Right. Gruden is Walt put in the chat. Which, by the way, Walt, I love you, brother. I'm not. This is all love. I don't want no disrespect. I'm just. We're having a debate. He put Gruden destroyed Tampa Bay's Super Bowl team. I know that for a fact. Sure. But what did Gruden do when he came here? He won a Super Bowl with them, so that's technically not his Super Bowl. Like, I could agree with you to that. But then he also came into our team and tore it down and is building it back up. We're just mad that the process of him building it back up has been rough. I just listened to the Locked On Raiders podcast with Q, who's now in Vegas, and he just had this same conversation. He said there was a gentleman that gave the stat of how many players we've had since Gruden got here, it's only one player, and guess who that is? Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
The only player he's kept is the one guy that the main media is talking about. It's who we should get rid of. It's a trip. So
Yeah,
Gruden
but
tore
I gotta,
it down,
but
and he rebuilt it to here.
Yeah, he tore it down, but last year he still kept their offensive line as well. He kept their offensive line last year, outside of Derek Carr.
That's true.
So
right, that's true.
Issues.
Jalen Richard too. You're right. So two players. Jalen Richard too. That's right. Sorry, issues. Yeah.
So Dick Vitale puts a 499 in the chat. He said, I don't think it's play calling. He was ranked 4th in the NFL. I think when you have a trash defense, it hurts everything. Now, Dick Vitale, thanks for the 499 super chat. Really do appreciate that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. His play calling was ranked 4th in the NFL, but even though we had a trash defense, it was some conservative plays that you can question about John Gruden in crucial games, especially in the Miami game and the Chargers game down the stretch. Even the Jets game as well.
Right, but Spotlight, would you say that not well? And I agree with those two specific games, but I would ask you too. Wouldn't you say that his play calling starts to waver in specific moments, especially like we've already said, like red zone, and I think first and second down, like you can't just expect to run the ball. Like you got to have some sort of, you know what I mean? Like it's in specific areas on the field, but it's also at specific points in the down to down markers. Correct? Am I wrong with that?
Right. I just think it's certain. I think it's certain crucial plays in crucial downs that John Gruden has. He don't know how to open up his playbook. I don't think you know how to, but now I feel like he has to open up his playbook this year because you have a second year in Henry Ruggs that finally have a training camp. Then you have a Brian Edwards that finally has a training camp. Now you brought in Kenyon Drake, or if I said it wrong or not, but you brought in another running back to complement Josh Jacobs. So now you really don't have to open up the playbook because Kenyon Drake is a passing, catching running back. Yes, he could go in between the tackles, but now you have a pass catching running back outside of knowing that Jalen Richard is on IR, but still, you're going to have to open up your playbook and be rinky-dink a little bit. You're going to have to not do I formation on first down. The thing about it is, when I did live streams last year of the games, I already knew on first down that they was going to go I formation. I already knew because it was so predictable.
Right.
It was so predictable. It made me mad.
I couldn't eat my wings. I couldn't do nothing because I'm like, okay, here we go. He's gonna run the ball. And you know what would save us? It would be like Josh Jacobs would like pound it for 5 or 6, and you go, okay, I guess. All right, I'll shut up. You know what I mean?
Right. I already knew. If anybody watched even Pittsburgh is very predictable offense too. They run the football heavily. We already know that.
Yeah.
We already know that for Pittsburgh.
Running the ball.
Yeah, I will call it on every first down. When I see Derek Carr do play action on first down, it's a surprise to me. It's a surprise to me when we do play action on first down. It's a surprise because 90% of the time, John Gruden is going to go I formation with Ingold and Jacobs and 2 wide receivers in the tight end. I already know this already.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at the chat and I'm seeing a lot of people that are kind of, wavering. It's position. Like, yes, he ranked 4th in the play calling. He ranked 4th, which I haven't seen that stat, Dick Vitale. I would love to see where you got that or the link or whatever. But it's weird to me because I think most people agree with what we're saying. It's in this red zone specific area. It's on first and second down. I'm not saying don't pound the rock. I'm not saying don't run the ball your number. Like, we're not going to be a run for. I'm not saying don't be a run first offense. My apologies, I fumbled that. But I'm saying you don't have to be so predictable. We can get our 5 to 7 to 10 yards on first down in different ways. And then we can run the ball on second down. You know what I mean? And then we can start to work the clock and do the things that we do. And that's what we hope to see this year. And I think this is the best part about it. This is the best part about this team. We've brought in Kenyon Drake. We've brought in some wide receivers that I believe is going to shore up our wide receiver room, because we really only lost Nelson Aguilar. So we now have the ability to, I think, diversify our play calling in the two areas that we're talking about. We've answered those questions.
Yeah, we definitely answered those questions. But shout out to What It Do Badu. I don't know what your name is. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. And he says, do you think this makes or breaks do you think is a make or break season for Derek Carr? No, I don't think it's a make or break season for Derek Carr, because Derek Carr has been doing what he's supposed to do offensively as a quarterback in the NFL. It's really the defense that is the reason why Derek Carr has not been in the playoffs. It's the defense.
Right. What it do. And I don't think he's necessarily, I don't know if he's a Derek Carr hater or not. I would just ask him this question. Name me one game besides the Falcons game that possibly Derek Carr lost us last year. That was Derek Carr's fault.
Outside of that game, I could say the Patriots game.
I have to think back. I mean, I felt like that was the defense too, because they ran the ball for 267 yards or something like that.
Yeah, but we couldn't even get past the 50 majority of that game offensively.
Is that Carr? Was that Carr, or was that the run game? Because again, we can go back to the play calling for that one, right?
I mean, you can go back to the play calling, but you still have to execute as well.
Because if you remember in that game, we had Renfro right before the half caught that bomb right up the sideline. And it was amazing throw, amazing catch, hands down, right? So it shows me that the Raiders, based off of play action, we could still work our magic, which I don't know if that was a play action play. You don't have to quote me on that one, but we should have been throwing the ball more. I don't know if that's Carr or if that's the play calling, which again, Carr has the ability to check into whenever he wants. Going back to the question, it's not a make or break year because Carr has complete command of this offense. Imagine another quarterback coming in next year with the foundation that we already have laid and having to do what Carr has been doing for 4 seasons. You don't want that. I don't think you want that. I don't think the best quarterback in the league can come in and be who Carr is for us right now in this specific offense. Call it cap if you want. I'm just saying. I don't think it doesn't matter if it's Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes. Those guys cannot come in and learn the offense the way Carr knows it in one season.
That's a fact. That's a fact, because Derek Carr did play bad in that Falcons game too. So
for sure.
So let me see here what we got. But let's see if we can get some other callers on the line too, Pastor Raider. I do appreciate your insight. Hey. I love having these conversations with you, bro. We could go all day with this, man. We all really could.
All day, brother.
Yeah. But let me get some. Let me get some other people in and have them, say what they got to say about this too.
For sure. Hey, let me just say this, Spotlight. God bless you, sir, man. I'm so glad that you made it to the hospital. You were in my prayers. You were in my family's prayers. I'm so glad that you're doing okay and that God got you through it, brother. God bless you, man, and best wishes to you, man. Hopefully we'll do this again soon.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm going to go live about at least 2 or 3 times a week. I'm not going to try to do it every day because that just wears me out. I'm going to ease myself back into it, but once the season starts, Sundays or Monday nights or Thursday nights, wherever Raiders play, I'm going to be live for it.
Raider Nation, love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a good one.
All right, bye. You too, man. And that is my guy, Pastor Raider, man. That's why I said we could go all night, man. Me and Pastor Raider could go all night talking Raiders football. If you do want to call up to the show, and before we get people in here, let's go to Keith Johnson. Look at it, at the end of the day, Chucky needs to stop using that old offensive playbook. He needs to open up offensively. Keith Johnson, you're absolutely right. And shout out on Facebook.
Los Angeles, CA13.
I don't want to put your number out there. But thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Who's this and where you calling from? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, it's your boy. Yeah, I hear you perfect, man. It's your boy Tony from LA.
What's going on, Tony? Just give me 1 second. Let me just respond to a few comments here. Went to Atlanta, watched that game from Cali, and I want to shout out to Raider Down Under, if I said that correctly. Thank you for becoming a member of the Spotlight Raiders Talk. We really do appreciate that really do appreciate that, brother. Really do appreciate you becoming a member of the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Thank you so much. But what's going on, man? What's up with you, my guy?
My God, man, what you think about this roster, man? John Gruden and Mayock put together.
I think it's one of the best rosters that John Gruden and Mayock did since they both came back. Well, since John Gruden came back to the Raiders, I think it's been one of his best rosters since he's been here, in my opinion.
I agree with that, man. I think they gave us a playoff roster, man. I think we can make the playoff and potentially win the division.
Yeah, it's a pot. Listen, that's why I say you have to crawl before you walk, because we look so good on paper. We really got to see how this thing looks in the regular season. Mind you, we didn't see 90% of our starters in preseason at all. I mean, the only starter that we really did see, we saw Alex Leatherwood play in the preseason. We didn't really see Ruggs. We didn't see Edwards. We didn't see Waller. We didn't see Carr. We didn't see Yannick. You know, we didn't see most of these guys on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you saw McCoy, you saw Thomas, Darius Fallon, but you didn't really see like Corey Littleton, Nick Wachowski. You got to crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it. I feel it in my heart, but I gotta see it on the field. I gotta see it, and I think the Ravens is in for a rude awakening, because I know they are down on injuries, but this is still a football game that you have to play.
Right. In my opinion, I think that John hit the offense. I think he did that on purpose, because I think he finally got the pieces that he's been looking for to really run this offense the correct way. In my opinion, you know. He got a Kenyon Drake now. You know, he got his Joker that he's been needing for that offense. He got, you know, Zay Jones is stepping up. Zay Jones looked good in camp. You know, I think Zay Jones might have a decent season. You know, he looking like he might put up 800 yards and 5 touchdowns for us. You know, and Gus Bradley, man, he came in and everybody on the defense looked happy, man. When I see their interviews, they look more energized. You know, everybody compliments Gus. What you think Gus is going to bring to the squad?
Gus Bradley is bringing energy to the squad. He's bringing energy. Exactly. He's bringing him as he's bringing. I don't know what word to say, what he's bringing, but I know that he's bringing that determination, that fight, that I don't give a shit what you did last year. You got to be here now. You got to be ready to win now. If I'm Gus, that's what Gus Bradley be saying. Like, if you hear him, if you hear,
ready to go right now.
If you hear him, I don't know if y'all heard the Gus Bradley when he was mic'd up in when they did the training camp practice at Allegiant Stadium. That mic'd up, it tells you how he's so interactive with his defense. It's not like last year when nobody didn't want to be around Paul Gunther. They want to be around Gus Bradley. He's bringing the juice. He's bringing the energy. He's bringing accountability. He's bringing so much to this team, and I love it. I love it.
Right. Another thing I want to speak on, man, is the hate that John Gruden gets, man. I think he receives a lot of hate for, you know, rebuilding the team. You know, I get it. We all love Khalil Mack. I feel like Khalil Mack, since I've been a Raider fan, that's the best pick that I've seen us take, you know. So, I mean, I was mad about the Khalil Mack, but I understood it. Like, you know, it would have messed up our future. I think that we wouldn't have this roster. I'm happy with Yannick and what's our other guy, man, Max. I'm happy with those two. You know, you don't have a Yannick and a Max on the same roster. You know, you don't have all this extra money going around to get different players. You know, and another thing, it's like, you know, people got to understand John Gruden just, when he won his championship, he was criticized for going and taking Tony Dungy's team. You know, so I get why he wanted to make his own shit.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to. I think it would have been a little bit different if Mike Mayock wasn't the GM. I don't know what type of acquisitions that John Gruden would do. You know what I'm saying? I think Mike Mayock had a lot of play in what players was coming here, and especially on the defensive side, Gus Bradley had a lot to do with that. And I feel like John Gruden does not have to worry about. I mean, he's going to worry about the defensive side of the ball because of the fact that he's the head coach. You're going to worry about both sides of the ball, but I feel like he could give Gus Bradley full control of the defense without his say so.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't think he's a defensive coach at all. But on the offense, I think he's a mastermind. I think he's one of the best offensive coaches in the game. He's up there with the coach for the Chiefs. You know, he's just as good as that guy. They come from the same background. So yeah, Andy Reid just as good as Andy Reid. To me, our offense, when we played each other both those games, our offense outshined Kansas City offense. Do you agree with that? It's the defense will let us down. The defense
will let us down. That's what made. But Kansas City offense is dynamic. I'm not gonna lie, but they're still beatable.
Yeah,
they're a beatable football team.
Dynamic. Our offense was just as dynamic last year.
Right. Facts.
You know, and now we got more pieces. We added a Drake, and we got a Zay Jones stepping up. Henry Ruggs is in his second year. Healthy Edwards. You know, it feels like 2016. People say that they didn't see. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a Raider fan for a while, man. I've been a Raider fan since at least 1998, man.
Same
before
here.
The champion, before that season when Gruden left us, I was a Raider fan. So it's like I felt that 2016 team. I knew that was going to be a great team. You had good pass rushers on both sides of the line. You know, you had a decent cornerback. You had a hell of an offense. I knew that team was going to be special. I didn't think we was going to win 12 games, and I didn't think that we was going to have all those comebacks like Carr had. I didn't think we was going to do it in that fashion, but I knew we were special, though.
All right, y'all. So it is some breaking news. I just seen on Raider Scouts Instagram. That's why I'm not able to do a video. The Raiders have signed Markel Lee to the practice squad. In corresponding moves, the Raiders have released Max Richardson. Interesting.
I'll take it.
It's really interesting. No one has put let me see. So yeah, in correspondence, the Raiders have moved. They released Max Richardson and they signed Markel Lee to the practice squad. Now Markel Lee used to be with the Raiders a couple years back, but my only question about this move here is, and my thing about it is that Markel Lee. This is my thing. Can you stay healthy? That's the only thing.
He couldn't stay healthy. And I mean, you know, I know we only seen Max Richardson for one season, but I've seen Markel Lee flash a little bit in those preseasons when he was with us.
I understand that Max Richardson. I'm not mad at the move either, but my question is just that can he stay healthy even if he's on the practice squad? Because when he was here with us, he barely played. I mean, Max Richardson and Markel Lee, both of them are slow. Both of them are slow at linebacker. Exactly. I can't lie. That's the only comparison that they have. But I really want to see Markel Lee, if he gets a chance to, to move up from the practice squad to the 53-man roster, can he stay healthy? That's the biggest thing that I have with Lee. I think he's better than Richardson, but I got to see more from Markel Lee because we can't see him that much if you hurt.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, he definitely got to prove something. But I think if Javen White or Morrow is coming back this season, he's gonna get cut again. I think we just got him just to fill out that practice squad.
To fill out that practice squad and that linebacking core just in general.
Exactly. So. And okay, well then before I go, man, the only thing that I'm worried about with Mike Mayock is I think he got us some good players later on in the draft. I'm talking about his early on picks. What do you predict for Damon Arnett, Cleve Farrell, and I guess we gotta say Henry Ruggs too. What do you predict for those three?
Well, I'm not gonna say too much about Henry Ruggs in this year because I do have a video dropping tomorrow about Henry Ruggs. But I think when it comes to Damon Arnett, knowing that I think he's a little bit humbled now because Trayvon Mullen and Casey Hayward is going to be the starters, in my opinion.
I agree. But what do you predict as far as like his stats? Do you predict that he he can contribute to the team, or
no, he's going to he's going to he's a first round pick, but I think he's going to learn from Casey Hayward. He's going to learn a lot from Casey Hayward. He's going to play a little bit of slide. He's going to play a little bit of outside if needed, and I think Damon Arnett's going to be fine this year. I think he's going to be really good. I just think that I think he's a little bit more humble. He's a little bit more okay, now we got a team. So I just feel like with Arnett, I just think he's going to have a solid year. He's not a starter, but he's going to have a solid year.
Okay, so what about Clee, man? Because I mean, Clee, I'm always rooting for Clee, and it's like, damn, man, when I see us bring in Yannick and you know, Clee rookie year, we seen Max ball out. That came out of nowhere. It's like, it's like, damn, he kind of get lost in the sauce a little bit. What you think Clee gonna do, man? Because I'm hoping. I know he's not gonna have the opportunity to have like a 10-sack season, but I feel like he could get us 5 sacks and some high number of tackles for losses, and because I feel like he's good against the run, and he got a little wiggle when it comes to pass rush as well.
Well, I think when it comes to Clelin Ferrell, we all know that he's a better run defender than he is a pass rusher.
Right.
So we're going to see a little bit of him on the inside in that rotation. You're going to see a little bit of him outside in situational plays, but you're not going to see him be a sack person. If you look at him when he played inside, he's more effective when he's against the run than he is against the pass.
Right. And another thing, I think the nation, the Raider Nation, we gotta respect the fact that Clee could play inside and outside. A lot
even
of that get lost.
Facts.
A lot of people like you see Max production, and then you like, damn, Max getting 10+ sacks. What's up with Clee? The fact that he could play inside is out. That's huge. And if he masters it, because last year, before he caught COVID, it looked like he was gonna do something. If he comes in and he under the radar like he is right now, and he get hot, I think he could, if not, I think we got to let him go. I think we got to drop him next year if not.
I mean, I don't know, because a lot of these players that's on the defensive tackles, you got to think of it. They on 1-year deals. Darius Fallon's on a 1-year deal. Simon Thomas on a 1-year deal. Jonathan Hank is on a 1-year deal. So if Clelin Ferrell can play that defensive tackle position at his best, and those guys end up walking, then you see Clee. If Clee does improve, because every year he got better. That's one thing I can say. Every year he got better. See, that's the thing with overall when you get a top 5 pick, when you get a top 10 pick, everybody expects them to do something right now.
Right.
But sometimes it takes years to develop. That's why I feel like y'all can say what y'all want about Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields and all them guys. Them guys are going to struggle this year.
Exactly.
They're going to struggle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Justin Herbert looked nice as a rookie last year, though. He shocked me coming out of Oregon, because I was looking at him. I was like, he's not. He shocked me. He seemed like a better NFL player than he was in college. He seemed like he stepped his game up.
Pastor Raider thinks he's going to be gone next year because his 5th-year option is a lot of money. But if he plans to restructure that, because the way we're playing, I think Clelin Ferrell's going to restructure, in my opinion. But we got some more callers calling in. Got my brother. We got some more people calling in, so I got to get them on the line as well. So, but thank you for calling in. Thank you for being a part of the show. We really do appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it.
Right, man. Spotlight, man. Appreciate what you do, man. And like I always tell you, man, you got one of the best shows, because you can interact with, we get to see the nation interact with each other. I love hearing, how other people feel about the nation. So, man, keep your shit going, man. Stay healthy, man, and God bless, man.
Facts. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who was this? Where you calling from? Hello, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Try to call back, brother. Try to call back, brother.
Las Vegas Envy.
And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Yo, Spotlight here.
Who's this?
This is Van out of Vegas. What's going on, man?
Why does your voice sound like that?
What? My voice sounds crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like you're underwater, bruh.
It sounds like I'm on roll by. I don't know, something could be wrong with my phone. I'm calling you on the iPhone.
Okay, bro. I cannot understand
Let me call you
anything.
back. I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
Yeah, call me back. Yeah, I don't know why his phone was sounding like that. That seemed a bit weird on that, man. It seemed a bit weird. Let's try this number here.
New York.
Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Who's this? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Darren, man? This is Kenny Raiders. I was on your page earlier.
Oh, what's
happening? How
up,
you
Kenny?
doing?
What's going on, man? What's up, brother? What's up?
Ain't nothing, man. First of all, I just want to say, man, welcome back, man, with that hard fight with COVID, man. I had it a few days after you had it, so, and I'm just bouncing back, so many blessings to you, brother.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's tough. It's tough being, having COVID, man. Knowing that mind you, I was even though that I had a feeling I had COVID. Before I went into the hospital, I was already sick for 3 days. I was already sick for 3 days, and when I was like, let me go to the hospital this Sunday, and that Sunday, and that's when I went in, and that's when they told me I had it, and I had ammonia in my lungs, and I'm just blessed to be home, man. I'm blessed to be home, not contagious for it or anything of that nature. I mean, it was a rough time in my life, man. It was a rough time in my you can't see none of your family, you can't do none of that, and it sucked being in the hospital and nobody could come up there and see you, and you got to eat a certain way. Like I say, I lost about at least 20 pounds from having COVID. I lost 20 pounds.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy because I lost 15 pounds myself. And this definitely ain't no joke. People really need to take this very serious because, for me to bounce back and then, like I didn't have all the symptoms, but I had the worst, which was the fatigue and the taste. I couldn't taste anything. So just walking around, you got the spaghetti legs, you can barely stand. You want to hurry up and sit back down.
Mm-hmm.
And, you was in the hospital, but I was in my basement in my man cave for over 12 days. So I felt everything you was going through, and I even gave you a shout out on your Instagram page as well. I don't know if you know that I'm definitely following you on the gram as well. I'm famous on there.
Oh yeah, I definitely did see it, bro. It's just that at that time I just could not respond. Like it was so many text messages, phone calls, inboxes, from my personal Instagram to my Spotlight Raiders Talk Instagram. So, it was so many. If I didn't see anybody's messages, I apologize for that. But I make sure I saw it or gave it a heart or anything of that nature. But yeah, it was a lot, man. It was a lot. But we back to talking Raiders, and and I'm happy to be home and being safe, and I'm taking the right protocols. That's why I kind of wish I could go to the Steelers game, but I'll be there for the Giants game. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there too, man. I got to hurry up and get my tickets. I see the tickets is basically starting to sell, so I need to hurry up and jump on those for sure. But one thing that's pissing me off is these analysts, the Bucky Brooks, the Cynthia. How the hell do they have the Broncos better than us? Like, did you look at they offense this year? Like, none of the players basically had over 1,000 receiving yards. Like, I mean, no, I think Judy actually had a good season. But besides that, with the quarterback and, in their defense and everything, they had a trash season. And y'all got them winning over 9.5 games. Like, I think it's just a slap in the face that these, besides them, you got Keyshawn Johnson. He's talking bad. He's just talking crazy. He's just saying that we're not going nowhere. You'll be surprised if we only win more than 5 games. Like, did you look at all the defensive players that we actually signed, that we brought in to basically take over this defense? I see like we're gonna have at least a top 15 defense. I actually seeing that. And then like with the offense is already there. So most of those games that we actually lost last season was because of our defense.
Right.
So yeah, so for them just to be like, you know, the way they talking bad and talking down on like how this team is gonna be, man, is just ridiculous.
Listen, don't listen to these analysts, bro. That's why you have me, Honcho, Samoa Raider, Raiders Football Talk. You got Icy Nate. You got all these guys on YouTube that keeps it real with the sports. Like, I keep it real with the sports because I have two YouTube channels. I have this one, the Spotlight Raiders Talk, and Spotlight Sports Network. We keep it 100% raw and uncut. If the team is not doing good, the team is not doing good. If the team is doing good, we're going to talk bad about them. But these analysts that's on ESPN is a bunch of BS. They're a bunch of BS.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter what team they talk about. If they talk about the Raiders, they're going to say the same thing they say about the Raiders. If the Raiders is going to be fourth in the AFC West, but they got the Philadelphia Eagles winning the NFC East, and the Cowboys is a better team than the Eagles. So what are we talking about here? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're bipolar as hell. I don't care for ESPN analysts. The only guy that I only listen to on ESPN is Stephen A. Smith because he keeps it a buck. People can hate on Stephen A. Smith all you want, but that's who I imitate sometimes when I get into heated debates when it comes to about my Raiders or comes about any sports. But right now, don't listen to the ESPN haters. Let them keep talking, and we're going to prove them wrong starting week 1.
Right. And actually, one thing I definitely do is I always catch people. I catch Doc. I catch you know, some of the other guys that's on YouTube as well. You know, the Mon Ray, you know, so I do be tuning in. Sometimes y'all not on. I have to something else. And
your phone breaking up a little bit. Your phone breaking up a little bit, bro.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like just what they is saying, you know, and I think it's just ridiculous that they keep on, you know, throwing those cheap shots in, just thinking that we're not going nowhere. And then, you know, even Vegas, I mean, I'm kind of a gambler, man. So what I did was they got the Raiders at plus 2,000 to win the AFC West. Like, you never know what happens because with the Chiefs, the Chiefs, they're all right, but their offense isn't that good. I mean, not the offense isn't that good. The offensive line is basically gone. Their defense isn't good at all. So I think we can win the AFC West. I can see us winning it. And I threw some money on it. So I put $300 on that the Raiders will win the AFC West, which will be $6,000 if I win, you know. But it's a good bet, you know. It's a good bet. So I just, you know, decided to take my chances and just put some money on it. But they were saying that the Raiders is not going to win more than 6.5 games this season.
Well,
which I think is like a slap in the face to all us Raider fans out here.
So shout out to Pastor Raider for talking about this because he's in the chat as well. And he said, Nation, can we talk about Alec Ingold getting a captain position? What an accomplishment for a fullback and a former fullback myself. I have to say, it's an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment for Alec Ingold to be a captain. So you have Josh, I think it's Josh Jacobs, it's Yannick Ngakoue, Max Crosby, Alec Ingold. It's some other ones too. I can't name all of them. If y'all have the whole list of the captains, please let me know.
And Ngakoue was one of them. I think I forgot the other two. That's on the defensive end of the ball. But yeah, I just can't wait till the season starts because I can see us winning more than 7.5 games. I can see us winning at least 11 games. You know, as long as the defense go out there and do their job, we should be all right.
So Gabriel had a comment in the chat. He says, sorry, just joining. I just popped up time to time. I have a question, Spotlight. Since Brown was on contract, just like Hudson, can we trade him? No, I think that was a little bit different because Hudson's been here for a couple years before we supposed to release him, then turn him into a trade. But John Brown wasn't here that long. He wasn't here that long. He decided to come here knowing the wide receiver room was going to be stacked. Number one. Number two, I understand John Brown if he wanted his release because they thought that he was the sixth best receiver, and I kind of disagree. If they did say that, John Brown is not the sixth best receiver on this roster, so I kind of understand why he asked for his release, but I don't know if that's the truth or not. So please do not quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. But no, we cannot trade him. Absolutely not. We can't.
Yeah, but Spotlight, mark my word. Trust me, you're gonna be shocked to see out of Snead and what's the name? They're gonna have a hell of a season. I can see Renfro having a hell of a season this year because Zay gonna actually put ball out too because they were starting to throw Zay the ball a lot when we was watching some of the preseason games and just watching the practice. I was seeing like Zay Jones getting a lot of playing time in the practice. So I think, man, these receivers is definitely going to step up this season. You know,
okay.
It's just up to Edwards, man. Edwards just got to stay healthy. If he give us at least 10 games, we definitely making
I think
playoffs.
He's going to be fully
No
healthy this year. Him and Henry Ruggs going to be fully healthy this year. They went through training camp. They went through the preseason. They fully healthy. They finally went through a real training camp, not like last year, like the COVID year. But yeah, I think they're going to be good. But last question before I let you go. They said, why the F we signed Peyton Barber, put in Trey Regis? Now, this is my thing with this. And like Doc said, and like I'm going to say, the reason why we brought in Peyton Barber, because Peyton Barber is more of a veteran running back than Trey Regis. Now, Peyton Barber is going to be a goal line specialist for the red zone for our offense. Now, you see that he puts up a lot of touchdowns when he's in the red zone. So Peyton Barber is going to be there for us for red zone purposes only. Trey Regis is an undrafted free agent, and he's still learning. He's still learning the offense, and it's going to be a depth piece. But at the same time, don't rush Trey Regis to the 53-man roster. Like, I think, even though that I felt as though that Trey Regis is a 53-man roster type of person, don't get me wrong. I think he should have made the 53-man roster, but we got to pump the brakes on him a little bit because we did that with Chris Warren, and he ended up not making the squad. You know what I'm saying? So let's just pump the brakes on Trey Regis. He's going to be there. His time is going to come, but he still has to develop. And I'm kind of understanding why we did the Peyton Barber transaction.
Oh, Spotlight, let me ask you this though.
What's
if
up?
we need to pick up somebody else, who would you think we should actually look after signing?
I really don't know. At this moment, I just think we just need to add one more offensive lineman to our repertoire, and I think we should be set. I don't know what I don't know what actual offensive lineman, which one, but someone that's quality. That's someone that's quality.
Right. Yeah. And also I just see like, they really, talking bad about Farrell, man. And saying that he needs to step up and everything and that he's a bust. And it's kind of bad because that's my boy's cousin, And just like I had showed you, I think on the gram, I showed you pictures of me and him together. So I just hope, man, he just have a better season. I just hope we just shot the hell out of these here analysts, just shot the hell out of everybody, man. And we just, take this team to the playoffs, so they can just shut the hell up and just watch us work.
Facts. But let me take some other.
Spotlight, man, good talking to you.
It was definitely good talking to you. Let me just take some other calls, man, because this phone line is ringing right now.
All right, man. Have a good one, man.
All right.
Be safe.
All right, you too, brother. You too,
All
brother.
right.
Blessings.
All right.
All right, so if y'all still want to call up to the show, I'm going to give y'all a few more minutes because we've been on here for 2 hours, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours talking Raiders. Let's go. Yeah, I know we got Markel Lee. I didn't make a video because I'm live on here. I'm still going to make a video. I'm still going to probably make a video. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But yeah, Markel Lee is to the practice squad. So that I've seen that. So if you do want to call up to the show, the number is 267-957-1431. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to talk y'all talk if y'all still want to call up to the show. Chronicles of the Black Hole, what's up, man? I ain't see you this whole time in here, the whole 2 hours I was here. Where was you at, OG? Where was you at, my guy? Was you asleep? What was you doing? Huh? What were you doing? It's all love, my guy. That's my guy. 2 hours, talk that shit. Yes, 2 hours. 2 hours. I mean, we lit in here just talking Raiders talk on a Friday, man. On a beautiful Friday. But it's been fun, man. It's been fun. Oh, work. Okay. Okay, I was just playing with you, OG. I don't want you coming up on here and calling the phone and cursing me out, my guy. I don't want that at all. I don't want that at all. For real, this 2-week layoff is
Denmark SE 180.
And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders. So who's this and where you calling from?
This is OG Daniel from South Carolina.
I knew this was going to be you. I got to put this number in my phone, man, so I can make sure I know it's you calling. What's up, OG? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Just long day, work crazy. I'm just glad to get a 3-day weekend. Oh, man, let's just another whole week, man. Just start the season. I want some football, man. Bad.
Thursday kind of starts it in some way. I
ain't watching that game. I can't stand either one of them teams.
I'm sorry. I wish that I could say that, but I got a second channel, so I got to cover that game for my second channel. So yeah, it sucks that I have to do that game because it's my second channel, but hey, I gotta grow that channel too. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, Thursday I'm not watching that. No, the only way that would be a good game if they both lose, and there's no way that's gonna happen. So
that's a fact, OG. That is a fact. But how are you feeling about the couple transactions that we've been doing for the Raiders in the last couple of days? Let the people know how you feel about it.
I think they were absolutely necessary. That running back we signed, everybody started losing their minds. But if you watch him, this guy is there for red zone, man. He's a red zone. He's a high percentage scorer in the red zone. That's what he's there for. And I think that all we're doing is just putting some fine points on the finish. You know what I mean? Like, we built the foundation, we put in all the brick in the windows and everything else. Now we got the roof. They're just putting like the antennas and stuff on there. So that's what we're just putting the finishing touches on.
Do you think we go out and get like another offensive lineman? Or
I hope so.
Yeah, because I think we got what 10 or 9 or 10 so far on the roster so far. So do you see anybody out there that you think the Raiders should go after on the offensive line?
I don't see anybody who's going to upgrade our line. We just get some backup pieces.
Okay. Do you know anybody in particular that they should go after as far as like with the backups?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know of anybody out there that's going to make us any better.
True. And a lot of people are saying in the chat that KJ Wright was the finishing touch. So I can agree with that. I definitely can agree with that. So,
right. Now we're just throwing on some extra layers of wax,
Yeah. So how you feel about they bringing back Markel Lee to the practice squad?
Practice squad, yeah, okay. So in case of an injury, he can be moved up and just thrown in there a little bit. I mean, I don't know. He's disposable, but you know what? I think they're just overstacking everything they can. So when people start coming off IRs, some of these practice squad guys will be gone.
Right.
So, because we've got a couple of really good players on the IR. Once they come up, somebody's going to lose some spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are going to lose some spots. And I feel like with Markel Lee, right? My problem with him is that he's just so injury prone. That's the only thing I have. Like, even if he is on the practice squad and he does come up here, don't get me wrong, I like Markel Lee, but the question is, can he stay healthy, even on the practice squad?
Yeah, but by week 3, week 4, week 5, somebody goes down. The guys that we got hurt will come in. Okay, we'll keep Markel Lee injury free by just leaving him on the practice squad.
Yes, leave him on the practice squad, but I got a feeling. He's going. Like, God forbid, because I don't want to wish injury on nobody, but God forbid if something happened to our linebacker core with the Raider Nation during the regular season, we're going to see Markel Lee in a Raiders uniform.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. I don't really think that's going to happen. You know.
You don't think so?
I don't personally. I mean, not the whole linebacking core going down, no.
Not the whole linebacking core, but like, God forbid, if one of our linebackers go down, what other linebackers can they really bring up? I don't know if he have other linebackers, because Max Richardson has been. That's why Markel Lee is there, because Max Richardson has got released.
Right.
So, but I don't know what other linebackers we have on that practice squad.
No, not in the practice squad. I'm saying, who do we got on injured reserve right now?
Nicholas Morrow and Javin White is the only linebackers on the IR, but we have the total IR so far is Nicholas Morrow, Javin White, Kashawn Nixon, Jalen Richard. That's why I think it's only 4 on IR so far.
Okay, but realistically, everybody was worried about Javin White. The guy came back out of the locker room. He didn't go to the hospital. He came out of the locker room with an ice pack on his knee. So maybe his injury wasn't as bad as it looked. And, I mean, we'll probably get him back. We'll probably get Morrow back some point in the season. And then, like I said, I don't think we're going to see Markel Lee.
Okay. So they saying that Russell Okung is a free agent. I mean, he's a veteran player, but, I mean, I don't know about Russell Okung. I don't know about him. I mean, David DeCastro did have an ankle surgery in June. I doubt it if he will be ready. But I do like David DeCastro if he was 100%. I don't understand how the Steelers just release him like that. But hey, I would like to go get him if he was healthy.
What about the guy for the Chiefs who hurt his back? Did somebody pick him up, or is he still out?
Who, David DeCastro?
No, the guy from the Chiefs.
Oh, Mitchell Schwartz. No, nobody picked up Mitchell Schwartz yet. A lot of people are questioning him because Mitchell Schwartz had back surgery. So he had back surgery, I think, last year, and they don't know how he is if he's 100%, and I don't know what his asking price is. So that's another thing too.
You know what? If nobody's looking at you in the NFL, your asking price shouldn't be too high.
Right, and I know he's a veteran. I know he's a veteran offensive lineman, and I know that he has a lot of success in his league when he was healthy. The question is he 100% healthy to be on a football team? That's the biggest issue.
Right. Right. If Kelechi Osemele's knees weren't trash, we'd probably be talking to him.
What's up, V Miller? What's going on? Shout out to you, V Miller, on Facebook, because I did share it to a lot of Raiders groups on Facebook. So shout out to y'all for all the people that is watching on Facebook as well. I don't think if we don't go get an offensive lineman, I think we're pretty done getting roster moves. But you just never know with the Raiders. You just never know.
Yeah. So trying to predict what John Gruden's going to do is not exactly the best hobby in the world. It becomes very frustrating.
It does become very frustrating. It does. So, how do you feel about, Nick Witkowski reconstructed his contract to bring in KJ Wright? And then you see, I don't know if you saw the video that I did earlier, Yana Nagawe, he ended up saving us $8 million in cap to restructure his contract. He didn't take a pay cut. He just kind of restructured it to help out his signing bonus a little bit, but it does help out in cap space. So how you feel about those two transactions? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, now I can. No, I mean, here's the thing. These guys, basically, they restructured their contracts and took their salaries and moved it into signing bonus, right?
Right.
So they're getting their money anyway, right?
Yeah, he's getting $5 million this year.
Okay. So if you, right, so that means if you're going to do that, that's a team player, man. That's the kind of guys Gruden wants. Guys who just want to play ball. If they're willing to help the team get more guys who want to play ball, hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I like it.
I like it.
I like it as well. I really do. I really do. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for this season. So, what's your expectations for Monday night?
Monday night?
Yeah, what's your expectations for, Raiders versus Ravens? Or Ravens versus Raiders. I'm sorry, but what's your expectations?
Right. What I usually expect what Gus Bradley will do to Lamar Jackson.
Okay,
if you look at his record, Gus Bradley, he sucks.
So technically, this is what you want to happen to Lamar Jackson.
I'm saying is Lamar Jackson does not do well against Gus Bradley. So my expectations is we're gonna win.
Okay, so Dick Vitale says we have a good backup for Incognito. Who is the backup? I don't know the backup. Salute
Incognito?
Spotlight. Yeah, we have a good backup for Incognito. I would like to know who's that backup.
Oh, who was his backup last year?
I thought it was like, who was Incognito's backup? Because I know we had Brandon Parker in there, we had Sam Young in there. I think it was Brandon Parker, if I'm not. Oh, it was Simpson. Okay, Simpson is the backup for Incognito.
Okay. Simpson. I'm not as high on Simpson. I mean, don't get me wrong. With all the other guys around him, he can do okay, but I don't know, man. And they say he's one of the strongest players in the NFL. This guy's like a power lifter.
Right. So I didn't know Simpson.
I don't know.
Oh, Denzel Good is a starter. Denzel Good is a starter on the team, but I think he wasn't a starter last year. Denzel Good, though, he started the rest of the year, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember. The offensive line shifted around so much last year. We had to bring up so many people to come out and cover, so many injured guys, and it was just like a rotating door in there.
Yeah,
the thing is, we've got versatile guys. We've got versatile guys this year who can play multiple positions on that line.
Right. And that's why I think Nick Martin that's why I feel I'm happy they kept Nick Martin, because Nick Martin just don't play center. He could play other places on the offensive line as well.
Right. So, and that's, it's good to have those kind of flexible players that can move around, shift over, know the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one guy says Simpson has improved, but not close to Incognito. Yeah, Simpson's only in his second year, so you just gotta go with you gotta develop these guys, and that's what I think Tom Cable is doing. So I mean, if he improved, then that's even better. But because he's a younger guy too, so a younger guy is going to back up a veteran like Richie.
Right, and the thing is, I mean, come on, let's look at it this way: is Simpson? They say he has a great work ethic. Therefore, yeah, he didn't do so well last year. It was his rookie year, and he had to step in for Richie Incognito. Right. He couldn't fill them shoes. But how much has he advanced in this? Now that he's had a training camp.
Well, I really haven't heard too much about John Sissom in training camp. I don't even know if he played in any preseason games, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, because when I see that offensive line, I just seen people that I'd never even heard of. I'm like, who was this guy?
Right. Yeah, but think of it this way: John Gruden ain't gonna show some cards on people who've taken big leaps and bounds. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna show them cards.
Right. But they're gonna have the line protect. They're going to have the line protect for Derek Carr. Derek Carr's going to be fine going into this season, and I'm pretty confident in him. Especially in this Ravens game, I'm really excited about it. So shout out to Keith Johnson on Facebook put this out there about Corey Littleton on the defensive side of the ball. He said Corey Littleton is trash and way overrated. I really don't think he's good in our new defensive scheme. Let me say something about this, Keith Johnson. I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion, and I respect you commenting and being a part of this show. But you have to understand, you coming from a Wade Phillips defense, a Super Bowl defense in the Los Angeles Rams at that time. And Corey Littleton was the best cover linebacker in football when he was with the Rams. You bring him over to the Raiders with the worst defensive coordinator
and
the Paul Gunther, and he was the worst defensive coordinator in the history of the NFL. I don't care about just for the Raiders. In the NFL, he was the worst defensive coordinator. Corey Littleton was just out there playing football like, I'm just going to go where my coach tells me to go. I don't know if anybody remembers that presser that he said that. He said that, I'm just telling me where the coach is telling me where to go. Sorry, but Corey Littleton is a talent on his defense with KJ Wright and Nick Wachowski. They're going to be the starters in week 1, in my opinion. They're going to be the starters. So Littleton, I don't think he's trash. I just think the scheme that he was in made him trash. And that's how I kind of feel. Y'all going to slander me for this. OG, you might slander me for this too. LaMarcus Joyner, I know his contract was bad, but LaMarcus Joyner was a great safety with the Rams. That's why we brought him in for the money that he paid. But LaMarcus Joyner can't be effective when you have the worst defensive coordinator in football. You don't put a safety at slot. You don't do it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Handing some of the greatest players in the NFL to Paul Gunther is like handing car keys and a bottle of whiskey to a teenage boy. Just a bad idea.
So he said, I'm still there because I'm reading the comments. He said, even if he was on a worse defense, Littleton didn't do a lot good in the season last year. I watched every game. You could justify the defensive scheme, but good players sell sign on that, on what kind of defense it is. If you're not in the right if you're not put in the right position from your defensive coordinator, you're not going to succeed. That's just plain and simple football. Paul Gunther made everybody look bad. Not just Littleton. That defensive line looked terrible. That linebacking core looked terrible. Not just Corey Littleton. Nick Wachowski looked bad too. Nicholas Morrow had an okay year. He improved from the year before, but still, what happened with our corners? What can you say about our corners? What you can say about our secondary last year? Our secondary was trash too. But Corey Littleton was put in a bad position. He was put in a bad position for him to win, him to succeed. You can say what you want, but Corey Littleton was, before he came here, he was the best cover linebacker in football. He was. And I think he returns back to that form under Gus Bradley. How you feel, OG?
I agree 110%. Like I said, Gunther ruined some players.
Yeah, he did. He ruined the quality of the players. He ruined the quality. Yeah. That's why I feel like I think we could have kept LaMarcus Joyner and restructured his contract for him to stay here. But at the same time, we end up getting, Tyrese Gillespie, Trayvon Merrick, and those guys. So I kind of understood why we got rid of him. But I just imagine him under Gus Bradley's defense. Just imagine.
Right, but you know what? That ship has sailed. So this season, I cannot wait, man. It's just not coming here fast enough. What do we got? 9 days?
Yeah, almost 10 days. 10 days. Yeah,
10 days. All right. Waited this long.
You seem stressed, OG. You seem stressed. I know it's taking forever, man. I know these days are not going by fast enough, but it will be here before you know it.
Oh, dude, I'm doing the whole, are we there yet? Okay.
I don't understand why, certain people in the Raider Nation don't feel about Corey Littleton. I don't understand. If you go look at his stats before he came here, I will prove to you why this defensive coordinator and Paul Gunther, you're going to see it. Okay. So I'm going to just put this out there. Paul Gunther is some type of defensive specialist for the Minnesota Vikings, right? Watch how bad that defense will be and you going to tell me those players is going to be trash because they're just not good. Paul Gunther is in Minnesota. Watch how bad that defense will be in Minnesota. Watch when I tell you.
I know. Almost makes me wish we could play them.
Yeah, but see, Keith just said Lori Littleton was with the best defensive team in the NFL. That tells you Wade Phillips was a great defensive coordinator. So is Gus Bradley. Give this man a chance. I'm confused. I'm confused here. I don't know if he's a defensive coordinator or an assistant coordinator in Minnesota, but I bet you any amount of money.
Well, if he was the defensive coordinator in Minnesota, I'd be chomping at the bit to go play them because it'd be easy.
So Jonathan Emmanuel Navarro says Gunther is the assistant defensive coordinator for the Vikings. They're going to be terrible this year.
Oh yeah, especially if he's got input on it. If he's the assistant defensive coordinator, he's probably not running the show though.
Yeah, but he's going to try to put his input into trying to put his scheme into things.
Okay, let him.
Right, let him. I'm just saying,
Yeah, because the rest of the division will be like loving that.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is, though, man. So I'm ready for this game. And when next time you go on live? Because I keep missing your lives, OJ. I keep missing them.
Well, I don't go live myself. I go on with Captain Jackson, when he does his shows, which is usually Thursday, Saturday, and Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, and then Tuesday night. Every other Tuesday night, I go on with him on Doc's show. It's at 10 o'clock at night. So like this coming Tuesday, we're supposed to do one, and we're doing one on an old school Raider, Bob Brown.
Oh, okay. So make sure y'all go subscribe to Chronicles of the Black Hole and Captain Jack. Make sure y'all go subscribe to both of those channels. And because Terrence, if you want to put those links in the chat, I really do appreciate it, Terrence, because Terrence be on the money, man. Terrence be on the money.
Terrence is, let me tell you something. Terrence is the Navy SEAL of moderators.
Facts.
I'm not kidding, man. He is so on point.
Definitely on point. But make sure y'all put those links. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe to Chronicles of the Black Hole and Captain Jack. Make sure y'all subscribe to those channels, man. Those channels are lit. They said we just signed David Moore from Seattle. Is that true? Is that true? I don't know nothing.
I have no idea.
Let's look. Let's find it. Let's see. Raider Scout just put out another. So we just picked up another wide receiver, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we just picked up another wide receiver, ladies and gentlemen. According to Raider Scout, the Raiders are signing wide receiver David Moore to the practice squad and likely a promotion to the 53-man roster at some point. Now, it does say that Moore was released by the Panthers after signing a 2-year, $4.75 million contract with the team. Now, with David Moore, he's 26 years old. He's 6 foot. 215 pounds. He appeared in all 16 games for Seattle last year, starting 6 of them where he recorded 35 receptions for 417 yards and 6 touchdowns, along with 11.9 yards per reception and only 41 targets. He added 111 yards on 12 punt returns, along with 47 yards on kick returns.
So, there's that return guy.
There's the return guy that people has been asking for. So I got some videos to make y'all, and I've been on here for the last 2 hours. I got some videos to make for y'all to talk about this and give y'all my opinions on it. But shout out to Terrence. Terrence did put the links in the chat for Chronicles of the Black Hole, and for Captain Jack. So thank you so much, Terrence, for putting the links in the chat. Make sure y'all go subscribe to those channels, man. Make sure we subscribe to those channels.
Thanks, Terrence. Okay, so I don't think we're putting more wax on. Now we're starting to run the buffer.
Right.
We're gonna be shiny.
Right, and we did say we did say that you never know with the Raiders. Didn't we just talk about that, OJ? We just talked about that.
I don't try to figure out what John Gruden's gonna do because I just sit there going, what?
So they have a question. Manuel Cassidy has a question for us. He says, Spotlight, do we worry about the Chargers or the Donkeys in your opinion? No. I don't care for either team. I don't think we should be worried. I mean, the Donkeys are the Donkeys.
The Chargers got a quarterback. We took their defense.
Right. We took their defense. So they said they got a defensive minded coach in Brandon Staley over there from the St. Louis, not St. Louis, I'm sorry, Los Angeles Rams, which we run that stadium anyway. But yeah, like I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
And the Donkeys, they could be good, but they don't have a quarterback.
Facts. Absolutely. So, OG, I'm gonna head on out of here, man. I've been on here for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes talking to y'all. So let them know when the next time you go on live. Probably what you said, Tuesday, right?
Wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I know for a fact I'm going Tuesday night on Dox's channel. And Graphk's channel. It's at 10 p.m. Eastern, and it's mine and Captain Jack's show, The Chronicles of the Black Hole, and we discuss old school Raiders from the glory days.
So make sure y'all subscribe to those channels, y'all. Make sure y'all do that. OG, thank you for calling up, having that conversation, talking Raiders with me as always. Love you, big bro. That's what I'm gonna call you big bro, OG. So love you, man. Thank you for calling up.
All right, little bro. Good talking to you again.
All right. So I am going to close the lines. I'm not taking any more calls, ladies and gentlemen. I still have videos to do to talk about these transactions, man. I still have to talk about these transactions I still got to drop some content for y'all. So Raider Nation, thank y'all so much for being here for another great live show. We've been here for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. It's been love. It's been real. Thank y'all so much for being here. Check out those videos that I had on here about the restructured contract of Yannick Ngakoue, us re-signing Peyton Barber, but I got more content to upload for y'all, man. So comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I'll probably do a show tomorrow. You never know with me. I might do a show, but I might post it in the community post to see what I can say, see what y'all say about it. But thank y'all so much, man. I love y'all, and it's been fun, and I'm out of here. Peace out.